Alright, Joe. You want to play some Ultimate Alliance? Why else would we be here, right? It's good to be back. Sorry for that. Oh, I gotta... Welcome back to Ultimate Alliance. Here's my claws snipped. I saw Deadpool and Wolverine for the 5th time today. Somebody please stop me. I need help. I'm just kidding. I just love that movie. I just love Marvel. There's nothing that makes me happier in the world than, one, petting my cats. I'm pointing over here because Ellie is currently looking up above. I'll see if you can see. Hi, Ellie. That's Ellie. She's just watching over the stream, just making sure everything's good. But other than petting those two, then it's Marvel movies because they're the best thing ever. So, yeah. Let's, Deadpool and Wolverine, number 5, just as good, noticing things I hadn't seen before, but it's the best. So, if it does, then, I watched the first 3 episodes of the new X-Men, by the way. It's really different. Yeah, X-Men 97, Jake, attaboy. That show is just so good. Oh, I could talk about that show forever. Perkaholic, I saw it 3 times opening weekend. Hello, Perkaholic. I don't know who you are. I'm glad you're here. It sounds like we could be friends. Welcome to Ultimate Alliance. We're just running through Ultimate Alliance, having a great time. We do, like, not like gratuitous spoilers in the chat, but we talk about it semi-openly. But if there is anyone that, you know, is going through, we don't want to ruin it, because it's only been out for a week. But yes, 5 times. I'm insane. I'm so sorry. Hunter, if they made Justice League Heroes 2, who would you want on the roster? Everyone. Green Arrow specifically, because Green Arrow is my guy. I love Green Arrow. Superman obviously would be in it. Fun. I haven't played Ultimate Alliance in so long. Man, Ultimate Alliance is the best. I'm gonna quit yabbering and start getting to go here. But here's what we do. We're going to Asgard, so I gotta have one guy in particular. But I like whoever... Hi, Ellie. You want to be involved too? Are you picking someone? Hi. You want to come on the camera? Black Panther's been real fun, but I feel like we're going to Asgard. Y'all know who we need. Please check out my wonderful table. There's a small hint there. Thor, he holds me.
Thor.
But I need someone to throw out another character that will join the Alliance for today's trip to Asgard. Hell yeah, that's awesome. I've been wanting to go back to this game, especially after watching Deadpool 3. Perkaholic, that's how I got here, man. I saw Deadpool and Wolverine on the pre-show on the Thursday, and I'm always looking for an excuse to go back to Ultimate Alliance, but I was like, I think I want to stream some Ultimate Alliance, and here I am on my 5th live stream of it. Don't know how I got here. I'm not a streamer by any means, but it's fun. I'm having a great time. People pop in and have conversations, and honestly, it's a really fun thing to do. No spoilers, but the relationship of a certain 2 people in the first 3 episodes, I really didn't expect. I'll say that. Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. That is from the comics, believe it or not. But it has a very good story and payoff, I will say. So just stay frosty on that. Trust the process, because I promise it is worth it, Jake. I did, however, start my first playthrough of Midnight Suns because I've actually never played Midnight Suns. I've really been thinking about it. The strategy game kind of wasn't my bag, I'll say, but my buddy Justin and I have been running through Gears of War lately, and so I tried Gears Tactics and had an absolutely wonderful time with it, so I think I'm in the right mindset for some Midnight Suns after I finish. I'm going to try and do the 3 Ultimate Alliances on stream if it keeps going well, because it seems like it is so far. I did, however, start... Iceman could be a shout. Perkaholic says Daredevil. Ooh, that's or Cyclops. You're giving me too many good options, guys. I think it might have been the 6th 360 game I've ever bought, says Bond. I remember, I think it came in, like, the bundle a lot. It was a really good bundle, because I think it was Ultimate Alliance and, like, Kung Fu Panda, which was also an underrated game. I miss those licensed games. Or Cyclops, maybe. What if Jean Grey, twins' sister, went to the DCU? Well, that would be all kinds of amalgam stuff and some Darkpaw. I mean, Jean Grey would just mess everyone up, though, right? Well, is it the Phoenix or is it Jean? Okay, Jake, Perkaholic, we gotta make an executive choice here. Iceman, Daredevil, or Cyclops, because they're all good choices. I'm a Daredevil guy, so I'm always gonna go Daredevil, but I haven't used much Cyclops. He's like my favorite in X-Men Legends, and Iceman was I also love Iceman, so looks like we're bringing some X-Men with Thor. He holds me.
Iceman.
Iceman's pretty cool, too. I picked Nightcrawler last time, so pick Daredevil. Same here, but Iceman was my favorite as a kid. Okay, Perkaholic. Jake is deferring to you. Jake, you're a kind soul. Perkaholic, are we going Iceman or are we going Daredevil? This is all you, bud. Because I'll do either. I love them. You mean Madeline Pryor, Hunter? She would mess things up. Yeah, she's a scary person. She can really get stuff. We're going Iceman. All right, Perkaholic, welcome to the stream.
Iceman.
I don't think I've even leveled him up at all, so... Whew, he's got 15 points. So I haven't been doing the best at leveling people, because I've just been kind of doing all the moves, because I like doing all the different kinds of moves, but... I'm gonna try and... Oh, that's cool. I throw a lot of ice shards. And I feel like you're Iceman, you gotta freeze people, right? Polar explosion, create a particle and throw it at enemies. That seems pretty cool too. That also, look, how did I get back here? I'm doing the same thing. Iceman hella underrated. I agree, Jake. Yeah, I loved him in Legends. Yeah, Perkaholic, you're in X-Men Legends. Yeah, welcome to this stream. It seems like you'll fit right in here. I'm glad you found it here. He another victim of being nerfed in the movies. Yeah, a little bit. I like Bobby in the movies, to be honest. He's kind of fun, but I also like Sean Ashmore, so I guess I'm a sucker for the Ashmore. Quantum Break, fun video game. Just played that this year. Underrated. As a kid, I'd run Daredevil, Ghost Rider, Deadpool, and Spider-Man on this game. That is a good squad, man. That's what my main Ultimate Alliance. I always generally use Spider-Man, Daredevil, Wolverine, and whatever fourth I'm going, and then obviously I'm using Deadpool and Wolverine the entire time because the movie, and it feels like a good button on this whole thing. I got one more point for the old Iceman. Create a shield. I don't use a lot of the buffs, and I feel like I should. It's got frostbite, gives glow. Oh yeah, I use that in X-Men Legends a lot. I'll pay some money for that. And the Frigid Aura. There we go. We got a lot of powers for the boy now. The characters in the movies are good, but his powers are low-key nerfed. I heard he can freeze. Yeah. I mean, he's a young Iceman, let's say. Oh, I kind of like that, to be honest. I mean, it is cool when he's all iced up, but it's got him in the shades. Nah, you can't beat the classic, I guess. He's pretty rad. Thor's probably got some new powers. I know this is very exciting off the hop. I'm so sorry. It's got 14 points. North wind, swing back. Oh, come on. Oh, that was... Let's get rid of one. Thor's gonna be real fun. Godspeed. Okay, that's fun. Asgard's blessing. Increases skill ranks for entire team. I think that's good for Thor. And I mean, classic's pretty cool too, but I want to use Mjolnir, you know? And we're going to Asgard. He's got his Asgardian armor. It feels right, doesn't it? This just feels right. Hunter, who do you want Madeline Pryor in the MCU? Oh, well, I mean, whoever's playing Jean Grey. I think X-Men's probably not going to happen until after Secret Wars with the reset. Bond, correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember, for example, if you pick all Fantastic Four as your team, the coins in the game is the Fantastic Four logo. Yes, if you pick them all, they have different teams. Like, on another stream I did the other day, I had Assassins, and so I got, 20% extra credits or something within the game. Perkaholic, did you play Ultimate Alliance 3? I never got around to that one. I did. I loved Ultimate Alliance 3. It was definitely weird having it be on a Switch exclusive, but I was just happy it existed. And I have a Switch, so I was like,
all
okay.
Right, let's rock and roll.
Ultimate Alliance exists on Switch, so here we are. That's what we're gonna roll with. And yeah, it's awesome. The DLC is great, and the roster in that game is better than any of them, and all the characters. They don't have as many power moves, like if we just going through all of them here. They all just have 4, but they all feel very unique and fun. There's a boss fight soon that I think used to be so hard as a kid, but I don't know if it's soon or in a little bit. Well, you know, there's only one thing to do, and that's summon the Bifrost. Last stream we already talked to everyone, so we're good. Thor, take us away, my friend. Are you ready to teleport to Asgard? Oh, my mic's way over here. I'm so sorry. Away we go. Actually, while this is running, please watch the cutscene. I am still here.
Warriors of Asgard, I have come to pay my respects to Odin, Loki, and of course I brought presents. Behold, my tribute to the All-Father. I've been denied my rightful place. But now, I have the power to take it!
Jeez, Loki. Chill out, man. What if Bruce Wayne recruit Madeline Pryor in the Justice League? That's a lot of, some crazy cross-universe stuff happening there, but that would be a deadly Justice League, I think. Man, Hunter, and there was a guy last night on my wrestling stream. You guys just had the hardest questions that were hard to run through and consider what's going on. Oh boy. Good time to come back to Asgard when there's a war going on.
Odin's throne will be mine.
It's quite the evil laugh, Loki. These cutscenes were so ahead of their time. I agree. Honestly, in all three of them.
Look around you, team. We're standing in a land very few humans have ever seen. This is the world known as Valhalla. It's where brave Asgardian warriors go when they die.
What? Sorry, quick comment break. Yeah, the cutscenes were great in all three of them, honestly, and this game was so ahead of its time in general, in my opinion. No game's come close since, says Jake. I agree. Yeah, it's absolutely bonkers how well this game is. And also, Perkaholic, I do horrible impressions of all the voices, so you're welcome.
Understand that the only reason we're allowed to make headquarters here is because Asgard has fallen, and they need our help to defeat Doom.
What can we do to help them?
Right now, we have two possible missions. First, the gate
Someone's
of the
walking.
Bifrost
Can anyone hear
Bridge
that?
has been locked and needs to be opened. Second, many of the gods are being held prisoner in Asgard. For more information on freeing the prisoners, talk to Lady Sif. To find out about the Bifrost Bridge, talk to Hermod. If you're ready to start now, take the path to Asgard or the portal to Bifrost.
I'm a big chatty kind of guy in these games. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna need Sam Jackson, Nick Fury, please. Yeah, it's, wait till Ultimate Alliance 3. Also, just do a quick little save. Luckily, it saves fast. They don't make games like this anymore. They don't, Bond. That's my like, all-time wish in games is, I wanted a remake of Dead Rising and Ultimate Alliance 4. I got that remake of Dead Rising coming, so... And they're making a new Mass Effect, so... I'm eating good, you know? Alright, Vish, what's going on?
Greetings, Wolverine. It is regrettable
I'm
that
Thor.
Jean Grey was lost. I know she was a close friend of yours.
Jeannie was more than a friend. She was one of the few good things on this earth. And now she's gone. Ain't quite sure if I can deal with that.
I'm Thor. Who is Odin?
Odin is the most powerful of all gods, and the ruler of Asgard. Because of his extreme powers, he is required to rest an entire day once a year in Odin sleep.
Isn't me, Thor, his son?
Yes, Thor is the son of Odin.
Oh, that
as
wasn't
are
a good
Vidar
Thor.
and Loki. Although Loki was his son by battle, not blood.
Sam Jackson, Nick Fury impression. Okay, well, I can, I'll work on that. My name is Sam, so maybe it is a kindred spirit thing. I love X-Men movies, but the new X-Men actors I can't get behind, like the new Jean Grey, Scott, Nightcrawler, all of them. I think they had potential, but it's just, the Fox movies just had no direction of where they were going. They were just pumping them out so Marvel didn't get the license back. Didn't they have his alternate costume for Nick Fury in this game? Yes, I think he does have the ultimate skin, because in X-Men Legends 2 it was ultimate Sam Jackson, Nick Fury in that game. Jake needs some Odin sleep. That's understandable, but not yet. It's Ultimate Alliance time. Where are we?
This is Asgard, a small
That was more
planetary
Batman.
body in an alternate dimension. It is filled with mystical beings and consists of 9 separate worlds, which are joined by special portals.
Who lives in here?
Asgard consists of 6 major races: the human-like gods, the dwarves, trolls, demons, giants, and elves. Each lay claim to a different world.
Who is Sif?
As young adults, Lady Sif and Thor were very close. This, of course, angered Loki, so he cut off her golden hair and replaced it with hair as black as night, called strands of knot.
Were Sif and Thor romantically involved later in life? I really wish it wasn't Thor standing there. It's just ruining the illusion.
Yes, but Sif has been long perplexed by Thor's affection for Earth. She wonders why a god would waste his time worrying about lesser beings.
Hunter, remember in X-Men 97, Madeline Pryor was leaving the house to live on her own. What Bruce Wayne came through a portal to X-Men 97 to recruit her. That would involve a lot of rights issues with Warner Brothers and Disney. And, hey, I mean, stranger things have happened, but that would make... If there was ever an amalgam what-if kind of show, I would absolutely love that story to come to fruition. Bond, to me, most gaming companies are more concerned with DLC, in-game purchases, and expansion packs rather than the game itself. Yeah, games are now, are all just about longevity, and Fortnite, has its own lane, and it's doing well, but every game wants to be Fortnite now, and that's definitely caused an issue. That's why Raven Software, who made X-Men Legends 1, 2, and Ultimate Alliance, after they made X-Men Origins Wolverine, they got moved to Call of Duty, and they've been on Call of Duty since, because it makes all the money. I need Rogue's old accent back in 97, the new one ain't cutting it. It's the same voice actress. I thought it was the same. I don't know. Maybe, I mean, she has aged a little bit, but it is the exact same voice actress. There are a lot of, mostly Canadian voice actors, because X-Men 97 was recorded in Toronto X-Men 97 was recorded in Toronto, and so was the original animated series. I'm going to head out for a bit. I'll check in back in later. Have a good one. Thanks, Burgaholic. Thanks for stopping by. Genuinely appreciate it. Thanks, Vision.
I am pleased to help.
So many conversations to have.
All right.
Welcome to Valhalla. I'm glad to see you.
Fury. How did Doom take over Asgard?
It's all because of his attack on the Omega base. You remember the super soldier serum he stole?
Yeah, it doesn't work.
It doesn't if you want troops for more than one battle. But that's all he needed. He created a bunch of those beasts and set them loose on Asgard.
Why is he after Asgard?
There's some theories, but nothing solid yet.
Well?
Look, right now all we've got are guesses, and none of them make sense. So I'm not saying anything until we have solid facts.
That running guy's stuck. Who's in charge now?
With so many Asgardians imprisoned, and with Odin out battling the frost giants, Sif is now in charge.
How's she feel about humans and mutants being here in Valhalla?
None of the gods are crazy about us being here. This is a sacred place to them. But they realize there's no choice in the matter. They need our help.
Thanks, Fury.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Hunter, I just shit myself and I might need new pants. Okay, what? Is this a joke? I'm tired, I don't know. Jake, I also really like the other X-Men cartoon, the one where they're all in high school and Mystique was the head teacher. Evolution. I loved Evolution. I haven't seen it in a long time. It's not streaming anywhere in Canada. It makes me sad because I really want to rewatch that. Bond, did you know the composer that did the X-Men animated series also did the Mighty Morphin? Ron Wasserman. I did indeed know that, Bond. He absolutely ruled the 90s when it came to television and music in general. Widow.
I am very sorry to hear about the death of Jean Grey. I am sure you did everything you could.
If we did, she'd be alive. But is she really dead?
I would think so. The infinity vortex she was thrown into would have killed her instantly.
An infinity vortex?
It is the mystical equivalent of a black hole, warping the very fabric of space and time. Some say it can be used as a portal to other dimensions, but that has never been proven.
How are the X-Men taking Jean's death? Because I'm not part of them anymore.
Not well, I am afraid. The X-Men are a tightly knit group. Worst of all, her boyfriend Cyclops has gone missing.
It's a good thing we didn't pick him for this mission. How's Kurt taking it?
Nightcrawler blames himself for Miss Grey's death. He believes he should have been the one to die.
Thanks, Natasha.
It was no trouble at all.
I mean, if that happened to me. If I need a new pair of pants, I'm pretty good. But I got some handy if I do need some Hunter. Thanks, bud. Okay, where are we off? No claws out for Wolf. Come here, you.
Greetings, human. My name is Hermod, and I bring bad news. The Bifrost
He's very
bridge is
fast.
under attack by the Wrecking Crew.
What can we do to help?
I would ask that you travel across the bridge and open the gate to Midgard. Then additional reinforcements will be able to join us.
Who are you?
I am Hermod, the fleetest of foot in all of Asgard. Because of my speed, I sometimes act as a messenger for Odin.
Ever been to Earth?
Yes. I lived there for a short time because of a spell Odin cast. The gods were sent to Earth and given human identities.
What's the Bifrost Bridge?
Bifrost is also known as the Rainbow Bridge. It's the only permanent pathway between Asgard and Midgard, or Earth, as you call it. Normally, the bridge is protected by Heimdall, but he was taken prisoner during the battle for Asgard.
Heimdall, no. Who's the Wrecking Crew?
They are a group of villains led by a human named Wrecker.
Well,
He acquired Asgardian
out.
powers when he was mistaken for Loki.
He a god?
Yes, as do his cohorts. They have plagued Thor and Asgard many times over the years.
Thanks, Hermod.
Certainly.
How is Hermod not tired? He's been doing sprints for 10 minutes straight, says Jay. Yeah, he must have superpowers. I don't know. Bond. I also like when watching X-Men animated series on Disney Plus. They still included all the old Saban logos and sometimes the Spinning Fox Kids logo. Yeah, they're just the old cuts that they put on stream. Oh, I can summon him right here. Cool. Striking upgrade. You know who gets that? I had to. I'm sorry. Okay. Gladsheim Hall. Great Hall of the Gods. Mortals are forbidden to enter. That's fine. I'm a mutant. Let me in. Well, Asgard's pretty swanky, eh? Where are we off to now? Sorry, this is Valhalla. So did we all get murdered? This takes us to the Bifrost Bridge. What were the choices Fury gave us again? Oh, have we talked to Hank?
Hey, how are you?
I reckon the beer in Asgard would be amazing. It would probably be the greatest ale that could ever exist within the 9 realms. Hey, Hank, I'm good. Did Doom use super soldiers to conquer Asgard?
Yeah, he unleashed hundreds of them. They overwhelmed the gods and literally tore the city apart. Then Doom came through afterwards, gathered up all the unconscious Asgardians, and made them prisoners.
With an army like that, no one's safe from Doom.
Not really. Doom's troops ran off in all directions after the attack. And he's not going to be making another army anytime soon, since he's used up all the super soldier serum.
What are the wells located around here?
Those are portals to other Asgardian worlds.
They safe?
You mean will you wind up in Murder World again? Nah, they're perfectly reliable. Even Mordo couldn't mess them up.
What do you know about these infinity vortexes?
That thing in Mephisto's realm that the X-Man was dropped into? They're like relief valves between dimensions. There's all kinds of energy flowing through them.
So if someone was strong enough to survive traveling through an infinity vortex, they'd wind up in a different dimension.
Look, I know what you're getting at, but the X-Man is dead. Nothing could survive that kind of pressure.
You don't know her.
Come back anytime.
Hunter, if they remastered the original X-Men Legends 1 and 2, would you play it? Hunter, I cannot stress this enough. I would buy the deluxe edition. I would take time off of work. I would play that until my eyes hurt from playing for so long. X-Men Legends is so near and dear to my heart. Same with Ultimate Alliance. Yes, I absolutely would play that game. So what did that say? That portal to Olympus. Okay, we're not going there yet. So there's still all this. Would you play it, Hunter? I assume you would. I assume everyone in this chat watching any form of Ultimate Alliance would also. Asgard. So am I going to Asgard? What did Fury say to do again? Okay, here's a well. The Well of Erd. Oh, hey-oh.
That's a big 10. Why not?
Yeah.
If they remastered, Jake says if they remastered it, I'd take a week off and get drunk and play it all week. Hell yeah, Jake. That's the vibe for sure, bud. Like, what else would you do? Work and make money? Be a responsible adult? That sounds boring. Okay, I gotta talk to Fury. Excuse me, Fury.
Did you want something else?
Yes. Could you remind me what to do? He didn't say.
With so many Asgardians and none of the gods are... You're welcome.
Okay, I guess I should go to the Bifrost. That feels right. Ishmael Moonseed. Hello. What is your opinion on the new Fantastic movie coming out in 2025? I'm very, very excited. I'm a huge fan of Pedro Pascal. Obviously, The Mandalorian is awesome. Game of Thrones is awesome. The Last of Us. My cat is named Ellie, so that just says what I like about The Last of Us. I just love Pedro Pascal. And then Joseph Quinn was awesome in Stranger Things, as well as I liked Quiet Place Day One. Vanessa Kirby, I really love her character in Mission Impossible. And then Eben Moss Bacharach.
These are indeed
sorry,
dark
cutscene.
times.
I'll come back to this, I promise.
The masters of evil have overwhelmed the army of Asgard, and the only path for reinforcements has been closed off to us. The Bifrost Bridge.
Isn't that how your people travel back and forth between Earth and Asgard?
Aye. A great many warriors would return, if only the path were open.
How did Doom manage to block off Bifrost?
The gate at the end closest to Earth has been closed and barred. It can only be opened from our side. But I would warn you, the wrecking crew is guarding the gate.
The wrecking crew? Ooh, pardon me for not being scared.
I gotta agree with Webhead here. How bad can these jokers be?
The wrecking crew is not to be taken lightly. They are humans who were mistakenly granted the powers of one of my people. More than once, they have sorely tested my powers.
They almost beat you? Then we'd better be on our guard.
They are formidable opponents, but that is not all. Loki has struck a bargain with Hela, the goddess of death. Her minions will also seek to stop us.
So we're fighting gods and the undead. Right. Anyone else nervous about our odds here?
We must succeed. Without those additional forces, there is little hope for Asgard.
Not to worry, Thor. We'll get those gates open.
I thank you, my friends. Let us battle on to victory.
Nice. Sorry about that, Ishmael. And then Eben Moss Bacharach, I believe is his name. I absolutely love him in, one is Micro in The Punisher, and then the bear is also fantastic. So, I made an accidental pun. I have really high hopes, and Matt Shakman, he did, was it WandaVision? So I have really high hopes for what he's going to bring to Fantastic Four, and it looks like they're going to do Galactus properly. So, Jake, I'd shave my head and play in a wheelchair and get in the real X-Men spirit and summon my inner Charles. I've done that. I've had to be in a wheelchair for a few months of my life, and I'm also follically challenged. So the one joy I got in that moment was pretending to be Professor X. Ishmael, if you think Pedro Pascal will shave the mustache or grow a beard, what do you think? I think he might stick with the mustache for now. I could see him, doing some more later on. Depending, because, they've announced that the Fantastic Four will be in both Avengers movies. But I think with it being a retro future 60s, that I think Mr. Fantastic will just have the mustache for now. Oh, scene time, sorry. Colonel Fury, we've made it to the Bifrost Bridge.
Good. Make your way across as quickly as possible and open the Bifrost Gate. But watch yourselves. The wrecking crew aren't going to be pushovers.
Sorry, can I just point out, you see, look at, this might be a new thing, not from the PS2, but look at their breath. Like, you can see the breath. Like, that's a feature that should not exist in a game from 2006, but Raven Software, you the best. A simulator disc. We'll come back to this. Oh, Storm, that would be fun. I've been getting slapped on these things, because, again, at some point I'm just going to have to do a bunch of these when they're really high levels, but as of now, I'm getting absolutely smacked.
Humans, I would ask a favor of you.
Sure, Valkyrie. What can we do for you?
My sword, Dragonfang, has gone missing, and I've reason to believe it is located somewhere near you. Should you find it, would you contact me?
Sure. Well, that was a fun conversation. Let's go, gang. We got bad guys. Wolverine with a sword. That did a lot of damage. Holy.
By your command.
Use some of Thor's toys. Where's Mjolnir? Oh, it's just... Okay. Done. Bond, do you think RDJ is Doom will follow infamous Iron Man, or they have RDJ in the MC as a completely new character? I assume he'll just be his own version of Doom, because I feel like doing just infamous Iron Man seems a little too straightforward, I think, and I think that's what people are worried about, that they don't just want infamous Iron Man. But at the same time, would be pretty cool, wouldn't it, in terms of the multiverse? Honestly, I'm good for either way. I can wield this. Okay, no problem. Ishmael, are you a DC fan too? What do you think of the James Gunn DCU? I'm a massive DC fan. I love everyone in colorful spandex that try to help people. DC was actually my foot in the door for superheroes in general. And, sorry, I just had a bit of a hiccup there. And my brother randomly, he's a huge DC fan, and he's older than me, and one day he put on X-Men, and that was my foot in the door for Marvel, and then after there I found Spider-Man, and from there I found Daredevil, and that was it, you know. Then I've just, I love Marvel and DC and superheroes just, like, almost more than anything. They've always resonated with me, and I didn't have the greatest experience when I was in public school, and, you know, coming home and watching superhero cartoons or reading comic books with my brothers always was, like, a safe place. Black Panther action figure, Ibambe. And I just absolutely love superheroes in general. So this is long-winded to say yes, I also love DC. Hunter, the pissing crew. That's probably what Spider-Man was thinking when he was taking the piss out of them, if you catch my drift. Get him, Thor. Ishmael, question mark. What were you asking question marks about there, Ishmael? And Berserker K, hello. Have you played X-Men Legends? Yes, we were just talking about X-Men Legends prior. I actually played X-Men Legends this year as well. I have a backwards compatible PS3, and so I went through those again and absolutely loved them, and that's kind of what set the foundation for me wanting to play Ultimate Alliance again. So if I continue this Ultimate Alliance stretch, I might look into getting some sort of capture card with my backwards compatible PS3 to stream some X-Men Legends, because I think that would be really, really fun. And that's a question I get a lot during these streams, is if I played X-Men Legends. So I think people would definitely, it would be a fun stream to do in the long run. You know, haven't been is Iceman. Oh, that was cool.
See you around,
you know, my discovery to Marvel was Ultimate Alliance back in 2006. Ah, that's awesome, Ishmael. This game must be clearly special to you as well. So, it's I've always said that about the first X-Men Legends, and with Ultimate Alliance, they're kind of like a beginner's encyclopedia to both Marvel and to X-Men. And that's what, again, was so special about these games. Is anyone that doesn't know it but wants to, it takes place in every universe, and none of the universes all at the same time, and I think that's a really fine line to balance, and Raven just always understood that. You gotta stop with the if you randomly stop these streams, I'd have a mental breakdown. No, Jake, I'm gonna do it. I just mean, God forbid, who knows what's gonna happen, right? I would absolutely love to continue doing these streams, but you know, your support means a lot, and then, you know, more friends are coming in and talking Marvel, and that definitely helps in the long run too. So, as long as I have friends to talk to during these, then I absolutely will do these streams. So, I appreciate the support, Jake. It means a lot, bro. Berserker K. Also, I guess I'm out of the loop, but I didn't know PS3 could have backwards compatibility. So, the first run of PlayStation 3s had backwards compatibility, but then Sony realized what they were doing is that they were basically getting rid of their own PS2, which was still selling a lot. So after the first run of PlayStation 3s, they got rid of the backwards compatibility feature, and I have one of the first run PS3s that actually play PS2 games, and I'm very thankful, because then I can play PS2 games with my HDMI cord, and they're easy to play on current TVs, because most of them don't have component RGB anymore as well. I don't know what's going on. I'm clearly doing something wrong. Let's go back, gang. Ishmael. Of course I watched Spider-Man stuff before Ultimate Alliance, but that time I didn't know what Marvel was. That's fair, yeah. That's, everyone's got their own foot in the door. Well, becoming a giant fan, like, I was obsessed with Spider-Man and X-Men as a kid, but then Ultimate Alliance for me as well was kind of my introduction to so many of these different characters that made me... There was a comic shop that I used to bike to across the town I'm in, and I remember going in and being like, do you have Moon Knight comics? And my buddy Justin, who was with it, he would get Deadpool and Cable comics, and we would just we would just look for the most obscure comics in the bins because they were like 25 cents each at that point. And good times, man. Good times. I miss being a kid. Ultimate Alliance, the GOAT. That's a statue of Odin, Thor's father and the ruler of Asgard. Kind of looks like Hannibal. Sorry. Fighting time. Deadpool, drop the sword and use your sword. There we go.
See you around, sucker.
Bond. I have the OG 60 gig and I have backwards compatibility too. Attaboy, Bond. Aren't they the best? Like, I don't use it near as much as I should. I remember when I first got the PS3, I definitely did, because PS2 games were still bumping, as the kids say now, maybe? I don't know. But I still have, especially with X-Men Legends 1 and 2, like, replaying them this year was absolutely so much fun and easy with that backwards compatibility. Because, again, with licensing and stuff, you can't get those games, you can't play them on modern systems, and it's a real shame. Get him, Deadpool. Wow, let's let that guy fall.
Why not?
Okay, Ishmael, let's do some stuff. Ishmael, you know what? I wish Marvel would do an animated movie about the Fantastic Four with the Ultimate Alliance 3 designs. That would be my dream. What do you think of those designs, the black and blue? I love those designs, especially with Mr. Fantastic with the beard. I really... Ultimate Alliance 3 is awesome, man. It's, especially the DLC, like, the fact that, you know, they had their own story, but it's like, and you know what? Now there's Doom. It was like, come on. This is... that. It was just so Ultimate Alliance, because, again, it started with Doom, and then... I don't think it's ending. I do have faith that there will be a fourth Ultimate Alliance, but... what am I doing here? Do they go on... Oh. I don't think this is right, though. Oh, I see, okay. Okay, let's let Thor handle this. He's all Asgardian and stuff. Okay, there's an arrow to the left there. That one's to the right. Oh. What? Do you go here? Bond. I know the 2060 and I think 80 gig, I remember, it was the last model that had it. Yeah, it was just that first run of PS3s they had that had the backwards compatibility. Berserker K. Ultimate Alliance also introduced me to a lot of the Marvel characters and also the Superhero Squad too. Yes, that's what, it was my introduction to so many different characters, because I remember being like, who the heck is Moon Knight? And Doctor Strange, I like knew of him, but I didn't know him well, and then you go to the Sanctum Sanctorum, and like, yeah, such a brilliant game. Ishmael. Mr. Fantastic with the black and blue and the beard was sick. Yeah, I really liked it, because he did have a beard for a while, and that was where a lot of the John Krasinski fan castings seemed to pop out.
Hey, that hurt.
Deadpool just died somehow. That's awesome. Berserker K, the graphics are actually solid, too. On Ultimate Alliance, yeah, like, this is the PS4 version, full disclosure, but even for a dated game, like, even on the PS2, I would say, like, this game's graphics were way ahead of its time. Oh, I see. Okay, I think I get it. That one's right, but these ones are wrong. Thor, don't you live here, man? Bond, and those models have memory card slots and 4 USB ports instead of 2. Yes, that's the kicker. If it has the 4 USB slots, then you know you're golden. And the digital memory cards. Loading the memory card. We got it. We got it. Something's happening. Oh. That was a weird noise. Alright. Oh, Thor has all these special moves. Cool. Oh. Oh, that's when you throw it? Oh, so cool. Oh, yeah. I am the God of Thunder. Sketchbook. Also, that's my rule for anyone that's new watching Ultimate Alliance. Any vase or breakable things, I break. I am an absolute vandalistic menace of a superhero. That's so much fun. Vulnerable. Oh. I missed. Let's say Iceman freeze this clown, but we got him.
Why not? You don't have enough power.
Oh,
yeah. Why not?
One Iceman. That did the job. We're still without a Deadpool, man. Ishmael, yo, what is your opinion on the Booster Gold casting, and was he really confirmed to be Booster Gold? I do remember hearing some sort of rumor. I can't recall what it is off the top of my head. I follow a lot of like Hollywood Reporter and Deadline and all the official news sources. I don't think it's been officially casted anywhere, but sometimes rumors do go through. Like, there's rumors that come out that sound absolutely crazy that actually do end up being real. Like, for instance, no spoilers, but there's one particular cameo in the montage, if you catch my drift, that I remember seeing that rumor and I was like, there's no way this is true, and lo and behold, that thing was true. So, and it just felt right. So it very well could be. Ryan, hey Ryan, how's it going, man? Just got back from Deadpool and Wolverine. Yeah, that end montage got me legit almost crying, dude. It feels so good, and just the chorus and the choir in that. That's why I've been doing this stream, as you know, Ryan, and wearing these claws, because that movie's so good. I saw it for the 5th time today, Ryan. I regret nothing. Okay, we need to move this wheel. Come on, Iceman, you got this. Oh, we gotta push them. Oh, there's like a portal. The Midgard gate. That takes us to Earth? Should I go through there? I don't know what's going... No. Get all the red stuff first. That's my rule. We'll come back for the Midgard gate. It's so good, Ryan says. Absolutely. Absolutely love that movie. Bond. It was definitely my favorite Deadpool movie out of 3. Yeah. I mean, that first one is so good, but, like, this one... Ryan Reynolds got to do whatever he wanted with Deadpool and Wolverine with the Marvel budget, right? The first Deadpool... I think I just have such a special place for it because that movie, like, shouldn't exist with the test footage leaking, and then, like, Fox cut the budget, and, like, Fox went out of their way to try and make that movie not be real and then not be successful, and then Ryan Reynolds, you know, proved Fox and everyone wrong. But that being said, it didn't have Wolverine in yellow, so I gotta go with Yvonne that this one was the best. Vulnerable to stun. Atta boy. Look at the narrators pumping me up here. Not as good as you though, Jake. There we go. Get him, Iceman.
My health's running out.
Okay, Iceman, chill out. Deadpool is rested, so we're gonna check around here. Then I think we might go and do a, go rescue Deadpool, and then maybe, if someone wants to get a new member of the Alliance going. Usually I let everyone pick 2, but I feel like not having Thor and Asgard would feel a little strange. So, thank you, Lockjaw. We're going back to the Sanctum. Let's check. Berserker K, do you have an opinion on the direction the MCU is going? Now, with Robert Downey Jr. coming back, I think that it's in pretty good shape, because some people are like, oh, they're like going to the well, and they're, you know, is it a good thing they're getting the Russo brothers? Yeah, that could be, but like Kang and everything wasn't really working the way that it used to with Marvel, and so it was kind of a blessing in disguise with all the drama with Majors. It sucks with Majors. Like, I know he was like acquitted or whatever. But don't quote me on that. I don't know the specifics of it. But Disney obviously parted ways with him. And so Robert Downey Jr. had his own troubles and came back and became Iron Man and everything. So who knows if that's the case of what's going to happen with Majors one day. But I have faith because I think there's a lot of potential with Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom, and with the Russos and McFeely coming back to write and produce and direct and film Doomsday and Secret Wars, I have the most hope for the MCU that I have in a long time, and I'm a lifer. I've had hope even through the dark times. I've been an apologist. I've been defending the MCU even through these last couple of years. So take my opinion with a grain of salt because I'm the biggest Marvel fanboy there is, but excited nonetheless. Ryan, when he pulled the mask up, legit a spiritual experience. Yeah, it's like save the good stuff, killing mostly. Like, how incredible was that part, you know? And that's why I'm using this Wolverine because it is. Yeah, I've seen it 5 times, and even today, I knew it was coming. I knew exactly what was going to happen. I've seen it 4 times prior. I got goosebumps watching that scene today because I'm insane, and it's also incredible. Jake, yes sir. It's my brother. Hello, Ben. I'm glad you're here. Midgard. We're in Asgard in this mission, but right now we're in the changing the Ultimate Alliance. So Deadpool and Wolverine stay for the whole run, obviously, and then Thor stays because we're in Asgard. That feels right. But it is up to the chat to pick the next member of the Ultimate Alliance because that's how this goes. Ishmael. For me, the Fantastic Four movie is not successful. I'm not going to watch MCU anymore until the reboot Fantastic Four is the decider for me. That's fair. That's totally fair. Like, I know the MCU hasn't been for everyone. It's had some. A lot of people were upset with Eternals. I enjoyed Eternals for what it was. I wasn't too familiar with the comics other than the Celestials, but I enjoyed it for what it was. But again, if we're getting Doctor Doom and Fantastic Four, I have high hopes. And then also with the cast of Fantastic Four, Doctor Doom is coming. We're getting Galactus and Matt Shackman at the helm. I think it'll go pretty well. So I hope for you that it's good as well. Justin Hargrove. I was just talking about us going to Action Pack not too long ago, Justin, and you getting your Deadpool and Cable comics and me getting Moon Knight comics out of the bin that were like 25 cents each. Jake, I'm done with Fantastic Four till Jessica Alba comes back. Hey, I have a feeling we could get the Council of Reeds one day. That would be pretty fun. It'd be a good way to bring back Ian Griffith and John Krasinski, so who knows what could happen. Berserker K. Also, I know what it's like to defend Marvel in its dark ages since I'm also a huge DC fan. Yep, I feel you there, especially since the DCU is terrible. It had its moments. I think Man of Steel is an overhated movie for sure. Is it perfect? Absolutely not. But I think the DCU, like James Gunn understands Superman needs to have that hope. Like, you know, Superman takes the time to save the cat in the tree. He takes the time to, you know, a kid drops his ice cream cone. Superman's going to buy him a new ice cream cone. Like, I think he understands the hopefulness of Superman, and that's what I really need to see out of Superman again. Ryan Koval, Blade, Elektra, or Johnny Storm, for reasons. Well, we have been talking about Fantastic Four, and I think I was at one stream I used those characters. I'm not sure why I used them, Ryan, but good choice. Let's go with
Human Torch.
Good old Johnny Storm, and I'm sure wherever he is that he's thriving. Bond, I'm just happy they're dialing back on the releases of the Marvel projects because it was starting to get oversaturated with the mass releases of Disney Plus shows plus movies. Yeah, I'm afraid that it might be going back that way because I think next year we have 3 movies. Right, we have Captain America in February, we have Fantastic Four in July, allegedly, and then, what was the third one that they were talking about that I'm blanking of, because all I remember from that panel is Robert Downey Jr. There's Red Hulk, Fantastic Four. I'm blanking hard. Please help. I have no memory of this place. Help me. Justin, I just unlocked Cable in UA3. Attaboy. Did you do the 10 danger rooms? You're insane. Ben, I love the multiverse stuff. I'm disappointed that so many people seem to hate it or not understand it. Yeah, I think it's a little bit of that, Ben, that I think some people, it can be confusing, but, ooh, fireballs. But, yeah, like I think there's a lot of potential, but I think Marvel has been kind of going the easier route, if you will, rather than kind of going deep with what it could be. But, yeah, I do understand. I love, like, look at No Way Home, look at Deadpool and Wolverine, like, 2 phenomenal multiverse movies, right? But then you have Doctor Strange, which was called Multiverse of Madness, and it was, like, the alternate universe of madness. Ishmael, Ghost Storm or Reed or Captain America? That first Henry Cavill Superman still holds up, Ryan says. Man of Steel, absolutely it does. I love that movie. We're going with Human Torch for now, Ishmael, but next change I will absolutely go with one of those 3, I promise. Jake, Human Torch was talking a lot of shit. I don't know where I heard that. Girl, you crazy. Justin, Dev not in a pile of bones and blood. No, we're all grieving here. Ishmael, Blade November. That's right. That's the third one. Yeah, Blade is allegedly in November, but that movie doesn't even like have a script right now, and it's not in production. I'm almost certain that's it. The Thunderbolts. Duh. Thank you, Bond. Yeah. How did I forget the Thunderbolts? Captain America's going to lead right into Thunderbolts, so I think it's Captain America, Thunderbolts, Fantastic Four. Maybe Thunderbolts is after Fantastic Four, but didn't Blade just get rid of the director again? Yeah, it's gone through like 7 different rounds of writers and directors, and it again. I'm not a writer, I'm not a director, but like if they need a prompt, the Daywalker uses his sword to fight vampires. You know, like there you go. Justin, no Gauntlet with Family. Oh yeah, that's a good way of getting it done. Cable's so much fun too with his big arm move. Ishmael, Captain America, Thunderbolts, Fantastic Four, and I heard Blade is in November if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's right. That seems right to me. I've been talking a lot. I'm sorry. I'll play some. Oh, that's kind of like that blue and black one, Ishmael. Should I go with that one? I do love the old original. I don't love that one. That's cool too. We'll go with the ultimate for now. It's kind of what we were talking about earlier, Ishmael, with the blue and black costume. There's the Ultimate Alliance.
Hey, let's go punch somebody.
You tell him, Deadpool. Deadpool randomly died for reasons unknown, so. Okay, gang. Where's Lockjaw's portal? There it is. Hey, Moon Knight. And you know what I gotta do? Flame on! He's so much fun. He's fast, too. Okay, I guess we're going back to Earth now? I have no idea what we're doing here. The Midgard. Silver Surfer. And Silver Surfer's going to be in Fantastic Four, played by Julia Garner. We got bad guys. Flame on. Oh boy, what's happening? Hey, a disc. For Spider-Man. That's cool. So 4 movies next year. I only care about Fantastic Four movie. Successful to end the Fantastic Four curse. Yeah, it's I don't like talking about the 2015 one, Fan Four Stick. I did not enjoy that movie at all, and it hurt me and broke my soul. And that was what made me. I don't love like corporate consolidations or anything because they almost rarely go well. But after Fan Four Stick, I was like, Disney needs to step in and do some good. And so I have to believe that anything will be better than Fan Four Stick, because man, that movie was bad. Justin, good luck, my friend. I gotta work. Have fun. Thanks, bro. Thanks for stopping by. Love you. Deadpool rock. Berserker K. I'm really surprised they didn't cancel the Blade movie since we've been waiting since 2018, 2019. Yeah, when was Mahershala Ali cast? Like, was that the 2019 Comic-Con panel? Because I remember they had a huge panel, and I can't remember if that was when they announced, like, Phase 5 and Phase 6, and then, by the way, Mahershala Ali is also Blade now. But it's been far too long from announcement to not even shooting this thing. Like, the fact that we don't even have a complete script is terrifying, to be honest. Like, I can't believe Mahershala Ali is sticking around for so long. Because, like, it must just be so exhausting and, like, heartbreaking going through this process over and over. And then if you've seen a Marvel movie, potentially there's other people involved that can, you know, like, I wonder how he feels about that scene that everyone is absolutely loving. Ranko, it's been so long they made fun of me in the new movie. Yeah, well, that's what, it's kind of like to me it felt like a 2-for-1. Fire's hurting the Human Torch, come on, game, what's going on here? It kind of felt like they were making that joke as Mahershala Ali being the new Blade, but then it kind of had a life of its own with the drama of what the Blade movie is going through right now. So I thought it was a pretty funny 2-for-1. Bond, you knew Fan Four Stick wasn't going to be good when Stan Lee didn't want a cameo in it. Exactly! Stan Lee cameoed in everything ever. I don't love that movie at all. I don't support, like, pirating. I know people got to do what they got to do, but I pirated that movie because I ain't giving that movie my money. I mean, I allegedly pirated it. And if anyone wants to get mad at me, I would like you to take a look at my phenomenal oversized Blu-ray collection. At the top is my Marvel collection with every Marvel movie ever. I don't have the Marvels yet, not because I don't want to, I just haven't bought it yet. but every other MCU movie is there, so don't fight me. You know what I don't have on Blu-ray? Is Fan 4 Stick. What am I doing? Flame on. Yeah, they'll be fine. Oh, really?
I'm out.
I'm gonna get hit by a fireball as the Human Torch. Seems a little shenanigan led to me. They'll be okay, right? Ow. Oh, and the Human Torch is dead. We're all grieving. I'm Deadpool and the Human Torch is dead. Oh, that's too good. Of all the things that could happen. Okay, well, he lasted a long time. What does UTIP want for, where was it? Go Storm, Reed, or Captain America. Well, we were doing, Fantastic Four, so haven't been old Mr. Fantastic.
Mr. Fantastic.
He's so stretchy. I just did. I don't usually do auto, but it felt right. And then we'll go. Oh, that's kind of cool. Classic. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the ultimate. Oh, we got comments. Sorry, Ishmael. I'm also really excited for the Captain America and Black Panther game next year. Marvel 1943, I think. Rise of Hydra. Yeah, I'm also very, very excited for that. Kari Payton as Black Panther looks really promising. I love Kari Payton, and the character of Black Panther obviously is awesome.
On the road.
Ryan. Ho-oh, fiddle da dee being a pirate. Ho-ho, fiddle da dee. I don't know what you're allegedly talking about over there. Let's get a quick save going here. Ishmael. Stan Lee even cameoed in the Fantastic Four 2005 movies, if I remember correctly. Yes, he absolutely did, because those were, you know... Were they perfect? No. Were they fun? Yes. And I think that's what a lot of the internet woke mob, as Deadpool calls them, forgets about movies, is that, like, is Deadpool the greatest...
Hey, Wrecker, look who's here.
Is Deadpool the greatest story, like Deadpool and Wolverine the greatest story that's ever been filmed? No. But is it the most fun I've had in a theater in the last, like, 3 years? Yes. And that's what matters. I'm going to read these and do these boss fight. Bond, you're right, he did. Yeah, hell yeah, Fantastic Four. Why is Thor crying? It's, classic, please. Original action. Oh, sorry, Ishmael, I just saw it. I went with the ultimate. I'm sorry about that. Next Shield spot, I will do that. I didn't see it at the time, I'm so sorry. Berserk K, can't wait to see Red Hulk in action in the MCU. I can't, and the fact that it's Harrison Ford, like, if you had told me 2 years ago that one, Red Hulk is coming, but two, that Harrison Ford would be playing General Ross, I'd have told you you're crazy. Alright, boss fight, let's do this.
Heads up, men. Seems we got us a little challenge.
Little is right. What fun are they gonna be? I want to fight more gods.
Yeah, this bunch is gonna be too easy.
That's what we get for taking out their big guns first. Now it's just a matter of dealing with the small fries.
You may have the power of a god, Wrecker, but you're still a loser in my book.
Now you're making me angry. Big mistake.
What is he, the Hulk?
Get him, men, and make him hurt real bad.
That was my Mr. Fantastic. I don't know where I got that from, but let's go.
Yes.
Let's go, Mr. Fantastic. Stretching. Look at him stretch. Whee! He's like Beast. And Mr. Fantastic's dead. Wow. Guys, we're getting wrecked here. What's going on here? Thunderball, what are you, a James Bond movie? Deadpool, get out of there. Guys, this is not going great.
Yeah.
Here we go. Deadpool. Pull those balls down. Okay, that's one. Here we go. Let's line them up. Oh, Thor had one too. Let's go. Get him, Thor. We did it! We beat the wrecking crew. Let's go. Ishmael, original Reed Richards compared to all the foreskins in the game is really superior, but Reed Ultimate Alliance 3 can compete with it. Agree. I like all the, honestly, like, I remember being upset. I liked the 4 off to the side from the movies as a kid. Like, I always wish they had it in this game. Thunderball's always been a goober. A goofy goober. Guess we showed the wrecking crew. Now to get the gates open. That was kind of tough. We lost Mr. Fantastic immediately. Get up, man. The other member has not been doing great with Thor, Deadpool, and Wolverine. Maybe this is why Thor was crying. I am Thor, the God of Thunder. Bond, have you played X-Men Origins game? Not so good movie, but a really good game. I actually replayed it this year as well, Bond. I've been on a Raven Software tear this year since the Deadpool and Wolverine trailer came out at the Super Bowl. Colonel Fury, the Bifrost gates are open now.
Good job. Now reinforcements will be able to join us from Earth. Return to Valhalla immediately.
Well, that was easy. Yeah, and it's like God of War, but you're Wolverine, right? So I love God of War, and I'm clearly a little bit of a fan of Wolverine, if you didn't gather that at all. But yeah, phenomenal game, and especially when you unlock the alternate costumes, it's just kiss. Back to the courtyard. First Johnny Reed, now Reed. Yeah, Jake, the Fantastic Four are not doing so hot with the boys.
The gates of Bifrost are open now, and the path to Earth is clear.
Fantastic Four ain't looking too good. Yeah, it's Ishmael's worries about the movies might be coming true with how they're doing with Ultimate Alliance. Berserker K. Also insane that Harrison Ford is also playing a Marvel character in general, but that's 2024 for you. Yeah, honestly, you're totally right. Like, I don't know if it has to do with him playing Indy for the last time and still enjoying that big bag of Disney cash that they'll back up for everyone, but, you know, William Hurt passing away was a tragedy in and of itself, and, like, if you're going to get anyone to replace William Hurt, Harrison Ford, decent pick in my opinion, you know?
Your next mission involves freeing the gods in Asgard. For more information, talk to Lady Sif. Or, if you want to go now, use the path to Asgard. And you should be happy to know that having finished the Bifrost mission, you're allowed into the Hall of the Honored Fallen.
Who was... Should we try invisible? Don't do me like they did Johnny.
The Human Torch.
Wait, no, you wanted Storm as well?
Storm.
Because she's totally badass. I feel like Otto will always get what you... Oh, I gotta go with that one, I'm sorry.
Anybody got something inspirational to say?
Deadpool. Captain Deadpool. Nah, just Deadpool.
Of course.
If I remember correctly, Ishmael says, if I remember correctly, if you upgrade Reed, ball attack, it becomes really big. That's good to know. I will definitely keep that in mind, because I definitely want to use him more. But look at Storm in her white costume. It's so cool. The training show. Oh, is Asgard the new base? Am I on Act 3? Why is Thor crying? Riddling Flame. Oh, it's the trivia game. Storm's classic outfit is fire. It absolutely is. It's unreal. Jake. Better hope you don't get hit with that gun you get hit with before. Yeah, no, they're just dying. Classic Storm, says Ishmael. Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad we're all on the same page with this one. Midgard. That gives you a lot of XP, but I won't do this right now. So we can go into the Hall of the... Where was that? Okay, we just went through there. Storm, you can't fly. We were just fighting guys that look like you. Is this where we're allowed? Nope. That's where Heimdall lives. Hey man. The Well of Urge. So that's where Asgard. Oh, that exclamation mark's probably where. Should we talk to him? No, I missed him. Son of a. Something cool. A focus upgrade.
All right.
Of course.
Thor, you do the talking. You live here.
Well done. You have proven yourself to be valiant warriors. The door to the Hall of the Honored Fallen is now open to you.
Thank you. To Warriors Hall. We made it, gang. We're going in.
Hello, valiant warriors. Welcome to the Hall of the Honored Fallen, where the courageous dead of Asgard feast and await the final battle, Ragnarok.
Ishmael, no Nick Fury's. No, Nick Fury forbids Storm to fly. He forbids flying in general when he's around. Wait. Oh.
Welcome to the Hall of Valhalla.
Thank you. What is this place?
This is the Hall of Valhalla. The astral spirits of all brave Asgard warriors who have fallen in battle are brought here.
What do they do when they get here?
Why, they feast and boast of battles that were, and plan for the greatest battle that is to come, Ragnarok.
How do they get here?
The choosers of the slain are warrior maidens known as Valkyrie. They appear over battlefields and choose the fallen who are worthy to sit in the Hall of Valhalla.
These warriors are ghosts?
No. What you see are their astral forms, psychic energy of the warriors gathered before death.
What's Ragnarok?
That is the fabled time that marks the end of our world. Odin will lead the gods in a final battle against the army of Loki.
Since the gods already know about it, why don't they try to stop it?
It is our destiny to battle in Ragnarok. Why should we seek otherwise?
It's been a pleasure.
Fare thee well, warrior.
Jake, apparently in the new Avengers, they're gonna have Doom control the Hulk, which would be fire. That would be pretty scary. Again, a lot of potential with if it's still Mark Ruffalo Hulk, and it looks like Tony Stark. But I feel like at the same time, it would be really cool if he just kind of Mandalorians it and we don't see Robert Downey Jr.'s face at all. But I feel like we're gonna, right? It's Robert Downey Jr.
Food! More food!
Wow, that was really loud, whoever yelled that. It's weird seeing Thor look small in here. It's the Thing!
I tell
oh,
you
and
what,
Weasel.
Life is sweet at the X-Mansion.
But you're here with us.
For that big blue ape guy asking me when I'm gonna leave, I'd stay there forever.
That's the Beast. Great! So what can you do to find out if Black Widow is a traitor?
I've got one last idea to get solid evidence against her, but I need the password into her S.H.I.E.L.D. account. It's either Ivan Petrovich or Dr. Inez. Talk to Hank Pym about it.
How come you don't ever want to talk to Hank about it? Wait, where was...
Alright.
Holy voice.
Now this is my kind of party. Look at all this food. Almost makes me wish I was dead. Sit and drink with me.
When did you first meet the stretchy guy?
Me and Stretch was roommates back in college. Of course, we wouldn't have been if his first roommate hadn't have been such a yo-yo.
Who was his first roommate?
Victor Von Doom. The guy took an instant disliking to Reed and me, which is quite a surprise, considering what an amiable chap I am.
How'd you get the name The Thing?
I kinda gave it to myself. I mean, look at me. I'm not exactly something you'd see walking down the fashion runways of Paris.
You sound a little embarrassed.
Well, wouldn't you be? I got a face even a grandma could hate.
Word has it you're a pilot.
Yep. After college, I joined the Air Force and got my wings. I'm not half bad as a jet jockey, if I do say so myself.
Didn't you fly Reed Richards' spaceship?
Oh, it always comes back to this, don't it? Yeah, I was flying when the ship got hit by that radiation. That's when we became the Fantastic Four.
Thanks, Ben.
No problem.
Ishmael, are the Valkyries in Marvel stronger than the Amazons from DC? I would say no. I would say it's close, but the Amazons were, you know, one of the pillars in civilization, and but it's a hard time comparing DC and Marvel. Another action figure, Bombay. Look at all these friends. She's invisible. Where'd you go? It's so cool.
Hello, and welcome to the Hall of the Honored Fallen. Pretty fantastic place, huh?
I see what you did there, Sue. Aren't you married to Reed Richards?
No, he's married to me.
Isn't your husband the smart one of the Fantastic Four? Yeah, let's ask her about her husband, Wolverine. Great idea.
He might be an IQ point or two above me, but let's not forget, I've got advanced degrees in 4 biochemistry fields, and I'm pretty good at math, too.
Glad. Thanks, Sue. How'd the Fantastic Four get their superpowers? I'm curious, despite Ben telling me moments ago.
It all started when Reed was building a rocket ship a few years back. He had heard the government was going to pull funding, so he decided to take the ship up before the project would be discontinued. Since Reed couldn't handle a ship alone, Ben Grimm went as the pilot, while my brother Johnny and I went as additional crew.
Who are the Fantastic Four? Like I don't know.
Well, the leader of our team is my husband, Reed Richards, who's also known as Mr. Fantastic. Then there's his best friend, Ben Grimm, although most people call him the Thing. Next is my brother, Johnny Storm. He likes to be called the Human Torch. And then there's me, Sue Richards, the Invisible Woman.
Thanks, Sue.
It was no problem at all.
Okie doke.
Hi, Wheeze.
Oh, isn't that Valkyrie something? Maybe I should, you know, go over there and introduce myself.
I don't know the password.
You can thank me later. With cash.
It's always money for you. Go open a bar. Oh, there's Valkyrie. Hey, hey, hey.
Why does that pasty-faced human stare at me with such great intensity?
That's just Weasel's way of saying hello. And it's why he hasn't been on a date since his cousin had to take him to his high school prom.
I know you. You are Deadpool, the human that Death found so intriguing.
I love unique dialogue.
Death? Oh yeah, she was a heck of a fine girl. But things just didn't work out between us. She was a little too clingy.
If Death found you attractive, perhaps you are worthy of my attentions, Deadpool.
You? And me? Well, I kind of have a policy against dating anyone who could strike me dead.
So you have a sense of humor. Good. I like that in a man.
And you're gonna love Deadpool.
Why does that scoundrel named Weasel stare at me so?
Did we not just go over this? Does he make you nervous?
Ha! Don't make me laugh. A puny man like that is of no concern to me, though I must admit. His stare is rather unnerving, even to one such as I, who have endured the horrid sights of countless battlefields.
We just went over this, but who are you?
I am Valkyrie, a chooser of the slain.
Okay.
My warrior sisters and I ride over battlefields and escort the worthy fallen to Valhalla.
You bring them to this hall?
Yes. Here they are honored and can feast to their heart's content. Then, on the day of Ragnarok, they will battle once again and prove their courage one last time.
Okay. How do you know who to take from a battlefield?
I can see a fire around them, a death glow, that signals the warrior is close to the end. Few other gods have this power. Long ago, I was allowed to roam the battlefields of Earth and look for worthy warriors, but Odin put a stop to that. I am now limited to the battlefields of Asgard.
Thanks, Valkyrie.
Fare thee well, human.
kind of a mutant. I don't know. Jake, the name Weasel is very fitting. Yeah, it's Weasel is a character from the comics, but they just made him a bartender and stuff instead. But not in 3, almost like the actor's problematic or something. Bond, do you think if they put Deadpool in a future MCU movie that they're just going to use him as their one PG-13 F-bomb? I would love it. Like, yes, they could do that, but it would be funnier if he would be like saving it up the whole movie for then someone else to use it, and then Deadpool is like mad at them for the rest of the movie because he can't use it now, and him trying to like get around the ratings but not being able to would also be really, really funny. Like with the jokes they make about disco dust, let's call it that. If you have a list, I'm so sorry. I'm referring to a movie. I'm not talking about. Is that everyone? Simulator disc for Thor. What's this? Oh, is it a Marvel Sparkle Circle? Is that thing burping, bro? You gotta. Okay, can anyone burp this guy? That's it for the Hall of Champions, Warriors. I don't know what we're doing here. All right, y'all. Let's go to Asgard. What do you think they should do, Bond, with Deadpool in a PG movie? Because I think there's a lot of potential there for him to not be in a rated R movie. Deadpool movies themselves should be rated R, but I think with like team ups and stuff, there could be some fun there. Asgard, the world of the Aesir. Lead the way, Thor.
It was more
I'm gonna get my
wondrous
water
than
while this
my
cutscene's on.
wildest of dreams. How I wish I could forever relive the fall of Asgard. It was so amusing to watch the oafish knaves as they fought in defense of their beloved city. But one by one, they realized that all was lost. Heimdall, Tyr, and even the mighty Balder have tasted the bitter dregs of defeat. Now I, Loki, am the true lord and master of Asgard. And all those who had dared to mock me are in chains, beaten and hopeless.
Need I remind you, Loki, that your brother Thor still remains free?
Your fascination with the god of thunder grows tiresome, Enchantress.
But has he not proven himself your better time and time again?
Careful. That beauteous face will gain you only so much of my mercy.
But she does bring a valid point to light. Thor will likely attempt to liberate the fallen warriors.
Think you that I would not be prepared? Traps aplenty wait for those who would dare to free my prisoners.
Traps that even they cannot overcome.
You underestimate me, Doom. After all, am I not the god of mischief?
That you are.
My brother and his friends will most assuredly enter Asgard. But trust me when I say they will never leave.
It's Nick Fury. What do we got? Jake says Spider-Man and Deadpool link up going to be fire. Yes, and now it's a lot easier because before it would have been a rights nightmare with Deadpool at Fox, Spider-Man at Sony, and then Marvel in the middle. But now with Deadpool under Marvel, it's much easier. Bond, if they're going to do the one F-bomb route, then I like your take on the build-up to it just for someone else to say. I think, yeah, Deadpool being mad at them could be pretty funny. Ishmael, yo, when are they introducing Amora the Enchantress to the MCU, which is one of my favorite Marvel villains? That's a good question, right? Like, it's, I don't know, like, Secret Wars could involve a lot of people, same with Doomsday, but I feel like Thor is kind of, the route to take and everything, but, yeah, I honestly don't know where that would be a good fit. I mean, it could be Agatha, you know, like the Disney Plus likes to introduce characters like the fact that we got Werewolf by Night with Elsa Bloodstone, I did not see coming, but that was really, really good. I really like Werewolf by Night, but where do you think Enchantress would be the best spot to come in? Because I can't think of the current release schedule right now anyway. I can't think of what would be the best spot for it right now. Sif, we've arrived in Asgard.
Very good. You must now move quickly to free Balder. Only he can rally the gods and save Asgard.
Maximum effort. Okay. Can't teleport through trees, eh, Deadpool? No problem. Okay, where are we off to? 2 routes for...
Asgard has fallen, and the gods are in chains. Be gone while you still draw breath, humans.
Those trolls sound like my Wolverine impression. We're not leaving. As a matter of fact, we're coming through.
I had heard that humans were foolish, but I had no idea how foolish. Destroy the trespassers.
When you call my name, it's like a little friend down on my head. A brute. I don't know why the narrator's just on my side now so much, but I kind of like it.
By the power of Asgard!
I almost thought he was going to say by the power of Grayskull. It's so much fun to do, man. Yeah, I got a hammer. Do some cool stuff, Storm.
Score 1 for me.
Oh, yeah. She's so good. Comment, sorry.
Fear the might of Thor, villain.
Bond. One character I want to see in the MCU is Squirrel Girl. She's badass. Yeah, that would... I think there was a Squirrel Girl reference in one of the Deadpool trailers. But, I mean, in one of the multiverses of Marvel, Squirrel Girl's the one that took down Thanos, so... you know, it wouldn't be the strangest thing for her to show up eventually. I feel like I missed a bunch of barrels back there. I feel as though I should run back and get some of them. Hunter, how would you introduce Red Lion to the DCU? Because he was one of the enemy of Justice League. It's hard to... How would I introduce anyone when I don't even know what the DCU's introduction is going to look like? Like, I don't even know what Superman's going to be, right? But... yeah, that's a tough one for me to say off the hop. I trust James Gunn and Peter Safran's vision, though, because, like, the Guardians movies, all 3 of them are fantastic. I love Peacemaker. The Suicide Squad I really liked. Brightburn, James Gunn had a hand in. James Gunn helped write Infinity War and Endgame. Like, the guy knows his stuff, and, like, in my opinion, he hasn't missed in any of his projects, so... any characters that he's bringing in, like I know a lot of people are worried about Guy Gardner being involved as Green Lantern, but I think there's a lot of potential there, especially with James Gunn at the helm. So my answer is I don't know how I would do it, but I'm excited to see how James Gunn does it if he were to. Ishmael, they introduced Executioner but not Enchantress. That's insane since they are always a set together, and I always heard they're doing Thor 5, maybe introduce her there. Yeah, if Thor 5 happens, I know Chris Hemsworth said that he would, as long as Marvel wants him, that he'd be willing to play Thor, which is good, but I know that, obviously, like, it would be hard, because, like, he got into the best shape he's ever been in for Thor Love and Thunder, and then, like, audiences did not love Love and Thunder, so I feel like that would probably take a toll on mental health in general, as well as, you know, just the wanting to come back and everything, but I feel like when he saw Deadpool and Wolverine, he probably had to have a few laughs about that, right? Like the whole... like, Deadpool's entire motivation was just Thor. Hulk's
No
ear.
way.
The inventory can get full? Oh, you can sell stuff. But they're all cool. What do I get rid of? I got 2 from Moon Knight. Oh, that one, yes. I'm gonna have to start getting rid of gear. That sucks. It's like Pinocchio stuck his nose in my ass and just kept lying. Can I not go anywhere here? I guess not, eh? Am I crazy? That'll open later? Alright.
Yes.
Let's go, Thor. Thor, he holds me. I love Thor having the helmet, but I also love that the outfits of Thor with his helmet, he has Mjolnir again, because I love Stormbreaker, don't get me wrong, but Mjolnir's just different, you know? All the lightning. 2 literal gods of thunder and lightning in this squad. And Thor has lasted longer than every member of the Fantastic Four we've had so far.
Stay down.
Get that help. Let's go, gang. Avengers assemble. Ultimate Alliance assemble. I don't know what we should... What storyline do you think Thor 5 would have? Because I was really happy they did Mighty Thor, but then it wasn't fun, everyone getting mad at all the jokes. And I know even Taika Waititi said I went too Taika with it, but I don't know. I liked the story for what it was, and I was really happy to see Mighty Thor on screen, and having Natalie Portman come back after she just entirely missed Ragnarok, and they had to use archival footage of her for Endgame. It was nice to see her back in the fold, you know? Ooh. Hey!
Pay homage to the might of Thor, son of Odin.
Thor's with us.
Only by casting the elemental power of lightning upon this statue shall you be deemed worthy to proceed through the wall of battle unhindered.
Would you prefer it from either a hammer that you bestowed upon your son, or would you prefer it from an Omega Mutant? Because we have options here. Let's do Storm. Inadequate? What are you talking about?
Yes.
What do you mean inadequate? What are we talking about here? Or it lied to me? Ishmael, I really hope Superman movie is really successful. Imagine all the movies and TV shows that come from that. Like a good Justice League movie, Wonder Woman movie, Flash, and also Green Arrow, Black Canary, and movie. Dude, I'm so with you because I love DC. I had faith in the DCEU despite it not going the way that we all wanted it to. Henry Cavill not getting his day as Superman will always be a great heartbreak of my nerd culture life, but you know, life goes on. Kind of everybody's got to move on. But yes, I very much hope for everything you said in that, but especially a Green Arrow, Black Canary movie. Green Arrow is one of my absolute favorite superheroes ever, and Arrow, the TV show, the first 2 seasons, I think are some of the best superhero content there is, but then, like, season 3 and beyond is just a steep decline, and by the end, I didn't even finish off watching Arrow, despite it being one of my favorite properties and one of my favorite characters, because the character of Felicity Smoke makes me want to just throw my TV into a fire, and they just leaned so hard into Felicity and her family, and I'm getting fired up thinking about it already. I love Green Arrow, I love Black Canary, and I want them done properly, and I want them done, pardon the pun, with justice, and I want Green Arrow to have his frickin' beard, you know? Sorry, I got a little heated there. I love Green Arrow. Okay, here's another place to go. What is it, girl? There's trouble down at the well? Is this just a path that connects the two? Whoa. Okay. That feels Doctor Strangey. Can't do nothing with that. See, and again, this might be updated from the PS, like, 4 update, but look at the shadows on this. Like, those shadows are far more deep. Like, ray tracing was not a thing in 2006. Or even when these ports were made, I don't think. But, like, look at how it lifts up with me moving. Ultimate Alliance, the GOAT. The GOAT. Ishmael, I remember the Felicity character, too. I never want her to come up on any of my streams ever again. I actually liked her in Season 2. And as much as it hurts me to admit that, I really did like her character in Season 2, and I was actually excited that her and Oliver went on a date and it got ruined. And very quickly after that, I was like, can she just leave the show already? The one with the glasses. Yep, that's her. Felicity Smoke. The character who was in like literally one Green Arrow comic ever that became like the main character of the show.
What's this?
Baldur.
Are you another illusion of Loki's? Will his thirst for vengeance upon us ever be sated?
Baldur, we're here to free you.
I should have known friends of Thor would come to our aid. But it shall not be so easy to liberate me.
What shall we do?
2 of my brethren are also imprisoned, Tyr and Heimdall. To break the spells which bind me, you must free them first.
Where?
You will find them through the doors to either side of me. I care not about my fate, but please, free Tyr and Heimdall.
We got our assignment. Barrels with money. Look at all the money I have. You know what I should do now that I think about it? Is that I haven't... Yeah, what am I... Okay. So he has health regen there. But at least Wolverine heals like crazy. Bleed damage. There we go. I had all that money just... I have 3 points with Wolverine? What am I doing? When do I get that? Level 16. Okay, I use that a lot. And yeah, I like using that move. I have one with Thor, too. That's the move I like the most, but I can't use it yet. Yeah, may as well. I have one with Thor, with the Storm. That's the move I like the most, too. Can't do nothing on it yet, though. I have been using that one a lot. And I have 3 with... Guys, I'm not good at this game. I'm so sorry. That's a good one to have, too. Oh, that's a 2-fer. It does help a lot. Oh, I can't take that one back? Alright. Alright, whatever. Wolverine's health is just insane now. I can't believe I didn't spend any. I had 70,000. Sorry, we are gonna go free them. We're just gonna look for money and stuff first. Don't mind us. Just making our characters sure. Oh my god, there's bad guys just chilling. Holy.
Got it.
Well, if you say so.
The son of Odin stands triumphant.
Sure thing, bub. Oh, sorry, Ishmael. I saw that and I forgot to read it. Green Arrow belongs to Black Canary, who is this Felicity Smoke person she's talking about? She's a nobody. Yes, that's the spirit. I like you, Ishmael. Thanks for joining the stream. And that's what, like, Green Arrow and Black Canary is, like, one of those couples that are just, like, their couple goals, right? And the fact that they barely scratch the surface with it in the show to then just completely avoid it, and then the way they treated Black Canary in that show just, makes me so angry. Mercu, and I get it, it was CW, so, like, they had an audience of teenagers to pander to, but... Like, sorry for wanting a superhero show on the superhero show on the CW, you know? Like, I know I'm crazy for that. Snicked. storm is so cool. Oh, I was flying. What do we got here?
Look, humans.
Super.
Let us destroy them.
Face my fury. Don't dare touch Thor.
I win again.
Have they ever broken up in the comics? Yes, they absolutely have, but like they always end up finding their way. It's the same thing with Clark and Lois, right? They have their problems, but they usually find their way back to each other, and they don't break up like a lot. Like it's not like a teen drama kind of shenanigan or whatever, right? But it's comics always have they separate, and there's some miscommunication and yada yada yada. What's any story without some relationship drama, you know? Deadpool level.
And now I'm better at doing whatever it is Wolverine does.
Can we break these? Nothing in there, I figured. I didn't like the noise that wolf made. I know I need to go the other way, but see, there's goodies over here. We love goodies. We're already at 10,000 coins again. Superhero landing. I see Reed and Sue have never breaking up. How are they doing it? Oh my god. It's, yeah, I mean, I feel like they have at some point, but yeah, like it's, you know.
I am unable to travel in this direction.
Most comic fans don't want, like, relationship drama. Like, some, if it's within reason, but most fans I know just want stories to be the stories as they are. Read inscription on statue. To progress, one must overcome the statue of Fenris. Know this, that Fenris is always ready to open his jaws for the hand of Tyr. That's good to know. Correct me if I'm wrong. I can't correct you. I can't think of any off the top of my head of them breaking up specifically. But I feel like in the like Fantastic Four is one of the earliest Marvel comics ever, right? So I feel like in the history of Marvel, it has to be somewhere. Oh. That move is so cool. Oh, jeez.
Yes. Well, if you
I didn't mean to do that, Frig. Holy man. Yes, definitely. But at least with that mistake, I know I can get the other one over here. Oopsie. Bam. Because Deadpool can also bamf now. I've talked about this a few times on these streams, Ishmael, but like, Deadpool has not got his teleportation belt yet. What's going on with that, Ryan Reynolds? I love you, your movies are perfect. Where's the belt, you know? I don't know what.
This guy's
Ow.
tougher than me.
This guy's tougher than me.
You are officially a loser.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we got weapons here. That's good to know. A barrel with money. Thor, you got that one? nothing on there. Okay. Wait, what's...
Well, if you say so.
Hey, hey, hey. That's the Hand of Tyr. How are you supposed to get in there without a... Whatever, I have Deadpool, so that made it easy. But what am I supposed to do with this thing? I'll just keep pushing it, see what happens here. I hit the wrong one. Why was Thor crying? Wait, there's a pressure plate over there. That probably opens this door that I just teleported through, doesn't it? Save time to just completely waste it again. Ishmael. I feel like they never break up, though. I can't recall anywhere that these two are not a couple. Unlike, for example, Superman and Lois, as it is infamous, since they replaced her with Wonder Woman. Yeah, that's fair. I can't, like I said, off the top of my head, I can't think of any scenario where they have... They might have, like, quickly for a couple issues or whatever, or, like, a particular run for them to get back together. But, yeah, they've never, like, oh my god, like, they've broken up in the comics. It's never been, like, an event that I can think of. I could be wrong on that. I've read a lot of Marvel comics, but I haven't read every Marvel comic. I don't even know if anyone has read every Marvel comic. I feel like it's impossible to read every comic in a... You'd be doing nothing but reading comics your whole life. Yeah, you're right. Deadpool doesn't have a teleportation belt moves. I know, like, what's going on with that, right? Fenrir. You sweet little puppy. You gotta move your paw, okay, buddy? Or your mouth, sorry. Good boy. Thanks. Sweet little puppy. This one's not sweet, though. Baby knife. Who's... Oh, there's a superhero landing. Ow.
Yeah, yeah.
Ha! I win again.
That you do. I love that I just maxed out Wolverine's healing power. I regret nothing, though. Oh. Everybody gets the XP. Is this just a door we can open? Okay, cool. Wolverine's going off. I don't even know how to activate that. It's always an accident, but it's always fun. Ishmael. Reed and Sue are like the real-life, long-lasting couple that are like 1% these days, and when you find out they're together for like 40 years, you're shocked. You're totally right, man. Like, it's their couple goals, right? Especially when it comes to Marvel, is they have their differences, but they work through them. So, unfortunately, a lot of couples can't work through stuff, and that's life, right? Is you go on wondering what happened, looking back to the past, wishing you could have fixed it, and those two kids just get it right. Okay, so where does this take me? The Great Forge. Well, what am I missing here? Okay, there's a pressure plate there, right?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Can we all...
Yes. Well, if you say so.
Ah! See, I could teleport, but we can also do this the right way. Oh, it's only 11:30. Feels like it's much later. Okay. On the plate. Now you're unlocked. What? Why? Alright, I'm choosing it. You son of a... Really? Am I missing something? No way. Guess I gotta go to the Great Forge. Let's go, gang. Ow. The Great Forge.
As you wish.
It's your land, Thor. What's cool here? There's Tia! We have to save him!
You ain't saving anyone, punks!
I wish Spider-Man was here.
Yes.
And the
in
lizard.
a couple of minutes, you're gonna be the ones who need saving.
How about it? You looking forward to a little molten hot steam bath like your buddy Tyr is getting?
We beat you before. We'll beat you again, bub.
Not this time. We're more than ready for you now.
Snicked.
Yeah.
Time to die!
Boss fights.
Some hero you are.
Oh, we got this guy on lockdown. One down. Alright, Deadpool, get him. Oh, Wolverine had one too. Deadpool and Wolverine. This just feels right. The gear, I gotta... Grab moves to 50% damage. Jeez. Anyone not wearing any is getting sold. But it says Deadpool's wearing it. Oh, I don't know if I did that right. Whatever. Ultra Scorpion.
Yeah.
Why is that not hitting? Whoa.
Yeah.
Ow. Deadpool, get out of there. Would be curious to see in the MCU a fourth wall break between Deadpool and She-Hulk. I think that would be the ultimate moment. Like, fans would probably get mad because they get mad at She-Hulk, and it feels like it's because she's a woman, but, you know, that's life on the internet, it feels like, in 2024, but I would love that moment, as I feel like you would as well, but I do hope it happens one day, because I know Tatiana Maslany said she would love to do She-Hulk again. So much for Lizard and Scorpion. Now let's see what we can do to get Tyr down from there. There's got to be some way to cool off that molten metal. Bah. There's got to be some way to cool off that molten metal. Let's search around to see what we can find. I turned off the map in my combat stuff. Oh, this area gets a lot bigger. We'll come back here. Ishmael, what is the most underrated superhero villain rivalry in your opinion? My opinion, Red Skull and Captain America. Underrated, eh? I was gonna say Deadpool and Wolverine, but that feels like it's pretty rated regularly now with a certain movie that's come out. I want to say that Mr. Fantastic and Dr. Doom's rivalry kind of gets understated in everything that happens with Doom being the villain he is, and like how they used to be friends, and then they were like rivals. Then Doom with Sue and everything. So I haven't given this much thought, but right now my my thought process would be Mr. Fantastic and Doctor Doom.
I gotta go in a different direction.
Okay, Wolverine, chill. What are we doing here?
Aye.
Do we all have to get on one here? Oh, I see.
Of course.
Wait a minute. Do we really want to drop Tyr into that molten lava? It would kill him. Yes, I want to end this mission in failure. I need to go through here. Ooh, that rivalry is also one of my favorites. Yeah, like it's, I feel like it's awesome, right? But I feel like it's pretty understated in the grand scheme of everything with Mr. Fantastic. Or sorry, with the Fantastic Four and Doctor Doom being like the main Marvel villain in general.
Yeah. Stay down.
Man, Wolverine's so OP and I regret nothing. Ow. Oh, we got it. Suck it, bub. Me too. Reed and Doom are 1,000,000% underrated. I'm glad we came to an accord on that. Good question. I love when all these, like, people just find these streams and just hit me with the craziest, most fun questions to talk about. So I'm glad you found the stream, Ishmael. And I don't mean to be that guy, but subscribe. I've been playing Ultimate Alliance a lot in the last week, and I'm going to keep going. That being said, I am going on vacation for like 10 days. I'm going to Chicago next week, but I feel as though when I get back that I'm going to try and continue doing this. I'm going to hopefully be done Ultimate Alliance 1 by then, but I might try Ultimate Alliance 2 when I get back, and then I'll figure something out because I would love to play Ultimate Alliance 3 and then maybe even X-Men Legends on stream too. So I don't know why I haven't thought of just streaming superhero games before, because one, I find it fun, but I get to find people like you, Ishmael, and anyone else who's come through the chat today as well, and we just get to nerd out, and yeah, honestly, that's like one of my favorite things to do, is nerd out with other nerds. So thanks for coming, and glad you're here. Bye, Cash. Look at all that money. Spider-Man's mantle. I probably should do the gear myself at some point. It just takes time. Dun, dun, dun. We missed... Yeah, see, I knew we were going to miss goodies over here. Bond. I hope you see a Marvel collab just so I can see Deadpool and Deathstroke come face to face, see what happens. Oh, that would be amazing. Because, like, Deadpool is clearly a ripoff of Deathstroke, but just in concept and name, and then after that, they're just completely different characters. But it would be pretty funny for Deadpool to realize that he's a ripoff of Deathstroke in some way. Oh, Invisible Woman. Yeah, at some point I gotta do... I don't know if I'm going to finish Ultimate Alliance all the way through before I go to Chicago. I hope I do, but I want to do all these simulator missions. I have been going through them before, but I was getting just absolutely smacked, so I'm waiting till I have a lot higher levels for everybody. Spider-Man's mantle again. I got 2 Spider-Man mantles. Let's break that. Ishmael, the only reason I said Red Skull and Captain America because I think these two compete a lot with Joker and Batman a lot more than any rivalry Marvel. Yeah, that's absolutely true. It's, you know, Cap and Red Skull have completely different ideologies, and it is similar in the sense that they don't like each other, right? And in the faintest of respects, it feels like they respect each other, but yeah, it's not like with Batman and Joker. Like, Batman, all Batman does is try to understand the Joker, but Joker can't be understood, and that's where the disconnect happens there, right? Whereas Red Skull, I think, Red Skull just wants to rule the world, and Captain America wants freedom. And that's the ultimate battle of Cap and Red Skull, and good guy and bad guy, really, right?
Ain't got the energy for that.
Because, bro, no one hates each other more than Captain America and Red Skull, and people don't see that. Yeah, that's... I agree. Thor leveled up. Thor, he holds me. Get that Mace Wolf, you got this one. Storm, do your thing. Good work, guys.
Man, Storm is really fun to play as. Everyone's got these maces. Guess
go. Boom. We got more gear. Hawkeye's cork. Like for his bow?
Yes.
Love throwing meal in here.
Level up. Oh yeah, I'm liking this.
I bet you are, Wooly. Mark Hall. Hello, Mark. Welcome back. This was my my new wrestling buddy from last night. It's Mark Bond. I feel like you two would be friends in the chat. Welcome to the Wrestling Superhero channel, where we just nerd out about wrestling and superheroes, because is there anything cooler in life than those? No. And I don't think you're going to prove me otherwise. Okay, do I stand on these platforms? No, they're just here for show. Oh, I can open the door. Good work, Sam. God of Thunder. Storm, do your thing. Oh, yeah. That's what I do. Level enough too. Ishmael, favorite Attitude Era wrestler. Easy one for me. My favorite Attitude Era wrestler is my favorite wrestler of all time, and that would be Kane. It's gotta be Kane. I'm also a very large fan of The Rock, but everyone's a fan of The Rock now as well. But Kane is the reason that I got into wrestling, and like when I was training for wrestling and involved in wrestling before COVID and my fateful injury, a lot of my moves were stolen directly from Kane. What are we thinking, gang? Are we keeping this alliance? I think it's a pretty sick alliance right now, to be honest. But if anyone would like a change, let me know again. Deadpool and Wolverine stay. Thor could switch, but it feels right to have Thor in Asgard. So, but I defer to the chat. It's all up to you guys. Ishmael, who's your favorite Attitude Era wrestler? Do you have one? Bond, who's your favorite wrestler? I don't know if you have told me. I don't remember your answer. Use item from the table. A metal ingot. I could create something with this, but I'd need to make it malleable first.
As you wish.
You can use the amp. Let's have a little look-see around first, shall we? Oh, I missed one. Goldberg. I did know that, of course, when we met him at Fan Expo. It's all, as soon as you said that, it just came back to me. What a time that was. That was right before he came back to wrestling in general. He just talked to Chris Van Vliet. Did you see that? I haven't watched that interview yet, but I plan to. I love Chris Van Vliet. Get him, Thor. Mjolnir. And also, yeah, in regards to switching the alliance with y'all, Thor won again. We're in Asgard, but if you notice my Mjolnir there, it would feel wrong if I got rid of Thor. I watched the clips, but not the full interview yet. Yeah, I love. They're really good podcasts as well if you're on the go, but like they are really fun to watch because like Chris Van Vliet is just such a good interviewer, dude. First, an ingot must be placed into the forge and fanned with the bellows. Only then should the heated metal be placed upon the great anvil and struck. With that accomplished, you will be rewarded. Okay. An ingot must be placed into the forge and fanned with the bellows. Okay, so these are the bellows. And that goes into the forge. Bellows. That heated up the metal ingot. Now I need to find some tool to get it out of there. Sorry, can I read that again? Instruct. But then we got this. A pair of blacksmithing tongs. These could be useful. I need to do something else. Oh, so we need to take it out. Good. I managed to pick up the hot metal ingot with the blacksmithing tongs. Now where can I put the ingot? On the table? No, on the anvil. So the heated metal ingot goes on the great anvil, but now I need something to strike the metal with. Good thing there's a giant... Really, we need to pick up a hammer? We don't have a hammer that gives you the power of the god of thunder? That's fine. Hey, a blacksmithing hammer, and not Mjolnir. That's a good tool for striking heated metal. And you got to sit next to him at the press conference. I did indeed. That kind of blew my mind, and I had to play cool the whole time, because I sat down, and then who sat next to me? When you leave oh, Jake, you're still here, buddy. I thought you would have fallen asleep. When you leave Asgard, you should try Cyclops. I've never seen him in this before. We'll give Legends vibes. Absolutely, my man. That's, he's absolutely on the roster. Same with, the people wanted, the chat was wanting Mr. Fantastic earlier, and so maybe I'll do that.
Struck the great anvil,
Father?
and proven thyself worthy of a favor of the gods. Take this, and fare thee well.
Impossible. What is... Thor has grappling speed on? The Wrecker's Crowbar? Some of these, it's like, why do you... There we go, we can... Who's wearing the Asgard armor? It's gotta be Thor, right? Yeah, good, good. Elemental damage resistance. 50 plus damage to all electricity damage powers. That would be good on Storm, too. But we're in Asgard, and armor for Thor, Asgard sounds right. So, what can you do? No, we got a
little chance against the god of thunder.
That's the move. 50% damage on that bad boy now. Here we go. You ready? Oh yeah! Ow! Get him, Thor. Ow. Oh, Thor is hurt.
Just what I You are officially a loser.
That's a big roll. We got him. Hi, Peanut. Ow. Oh yeah, the grenades. I never used that. Oh, there's a few comments. Sorry, fellas. There's a lot of enemies that showed up. Ishmael. My favorite attitude wrestler was Boss Man. He was so badass. Oh man, the Big Boss Man. What a pick. I respect the hell out of that. I love Big Boss Man. Some of the best matches. And like his rivalry with Big Show was so silly, but man, it was awesome. And like Taker and Boss Man, come on. Like, great pick. I respect the absolute hell out of that. Also, cheap plug, Ishmael. If you like wrestling, you should check out this channel. There's a couple of wrestling matches on this channel. I also play 2K once in a while, but there's also some real wrestling on here once in a while. Jake, who do you think got the best spear in the whole of wrestling ever? Oh, that's a tough one. I mean, Goldberg's spear wasn't really a wrestling spear. It was more like, I'm gonna beat the absolute shit out of you kind of spear. I've really turned around on Roman Reigns' spear. It's gotten better as time goes. I always like Bobby Lashley's spear. Edge's has always been a classic. Realistically, too many people do the spear, I'll be honest, but it's fun. Braun Breaker's got a really good spear as of late. That's a really tough question, man. If I had to pick one, it's hard to not say Goldberg, you know? Like, everyone loves the spear, and Goldberg's a big part of that. But everyone has their own flair on it, usually. I even like Batista's spear. I don't think it was the best one ever, but I always did like it. Rhino, of course! The gore! How did I not think it? Rhino, Goldberg, Braun Breaker, absolutely. Ishmael, Big Boss Man and Al Snow feeding him his dog. Dude, that was absolutely brutal. Vince McMahon and Russo were just bonkers. Like, I don't even know if that was Russo's tenure, but it feels like it was. Jake. It's probably the worst one, but Edges is iconic. Yeah, I don't know if I call it the worst one, but it is definitely iconic. Jake, it's like a super kick. Everyone, yeah, like so many people do this, and I get it. It's a fun move. It's powerful. You can do it out of nowhere. Like it's hard to get powerful moves that can be done at any point in a match that switch momentum, that look cool, that send a message. Right, like moves that tell a story within the move itself are the lifeblood of wrestling, and they're hard to find. Hunter, Red Lion is ripoff of Black Panther. Yeah, well, you're not wrong on that. Would you want a Red Lion movie like Black Panther?
You are officially a loser.
Get off. Come on. Snipped. The ultimate. This alliance is just. Man, the Fantastic Four were not doing too hot, I'll be honest, but like Storm is pulling her weight. It's almost like she's an Omega level mutant or something. Wait, what was that? Wield. Oh, I can wield that spear. What are the chances? Look, guys, a spear. That's too good. Wolverine's even got a spear now. Bond. To me, an underrated spear was Caitlyn's spear, especially the one she did on AJ Lee because she sold it well. Yeah, fair point. I miss Caitlyn. I always liked her wrestling. It was cool when she came back for a minute there, but she seems like she's much happier in her life without wrestling. And AJ, who knows? Like that could be fun too. Punk's been mentioning her a bit. It's come up in a couple of press conferences. You're a mess. Ishmael, Big Boss Man, Big Show, Father, Poem, man, he was a savage. Yeah, that was. Man, the Attitude Era in general is just like everyone remembers it so fondly, and rightly so. Like it was awesome, but when you like go back and watch some of it, it was like, whoa! Like I don't remember it being the way it is, you know. Jake, if Shawn Michaels ever fought the Usos, would be a record amount of super kicks. Throw in the Young Bucks, and that would just there would be no other moves done, not even a singular strike, just all super kicks. Andrigi, I mean that he already is Red Lion in the DCU.
Doing whatever it is Wolverine does.
Like you want him to already be established when he shows up in the DCU, you mean? Mark Hall. It's me, the guy who asked you WWE questions. Oh, I remember you, buddy. I was talking about you earlier on stream, and I was saying, I don't know if you're still here, but Bond, we're all talking about wrestling ever since you showed up. You did this, Mark. Thank you. Bond is in the chat as well. He's a big wrestling fan. And as well as Jake, he is a wrestling fan as well, I've learned, which is why, again, it's how I know I've found my people, is if you like wrestling and if you like superheroes, we're probably going to be friends, you know? As long as you're not hurting people, and if you're not like a supervillain, then, you know, let's be friends. We'll talk wrestling, we'll talk nerd stuff. Where do you think Red Lion should show up, Hunter? Like, if he were to show up, like, he could show up in Superman. I doubt it, because I haven't heard much about a Red Lion appearance. But like, where do you think would be a good spot for Red Lion to show up? If he's not going to get his own story, because he could show up in a cartoon. I think would be cool. Like one of the.
You are officially a loser.
But I'm interested to hear what you think should be done for Red Lion. That could be pretty fun. Nothing wrong with a little supervillain. Yeah, with a little bit maybe, Jake. But you know, we don't want to be hurting people for the fun of it. Again, I am partial to superheroes. I think helping people is important. So, did we cool down the Molten? Did we save tier? Bond, you can like supervillains, but just don't be. That's what I mean. Yes, you can absolutely love like Mr. Freeze is my guy. That's DC as well, and Doc Ock is my guy as well. And but again, those guys are good guys doing bad things for the sake of what they think is right. That seems to have cooled things off nicely. Now let's see if we can get tier down. Hunter Iggy against Batman. Against Batman, eh? In the Brave and Bold? That could be an interesting take. There would probably be a lot of comparisons of Marvel trying to of DC trying to be Marvel with Black Panther, but yeah. Red Lion. I assume you're a Red Lion fan. I like the passion behind Red Lion. Jake, because the older I get, the more I realize Magneto was right. Yeah, well, you just keep watching X-Men 97 there, Jake, and you might feel that a little more strongly in a couple episodes, that's for sure. Specifically episode 5. That's a good one. So I'm just gonna clear these enemies out and then I'll read that comment. Ow. Get that mace free.
See you around, sucker.
Ishmael, I hope DC will make the Authority big and mainstream, correct Wonder Woman, consistent comics, and last but not least, give us more content than just Batman in all genre. Hopefully DC is successful. Yeah, I agree. I would love the DCU to be, like, wide-spanning across all the heroes. And I understand that, like, people want more than just Batman, but at the same time, like, everyone loves Batman, so I understand why DC has taken the route they've taken, because, like, yes, we want the stories to be good and everything, but like, unfortunately, with the way anything like this works, there is a business element, and Batman sells, right? That's why whenever they do action figures or any toys or whatever, there's generally always a Batman included, because it doesn't matter if a kid is 3 years old or if you're a 30-year-old nerd who wants to buy the odd action figure. If you're going through and there's a cool Batman, chances are that one's going to get picked off the shelf first, right? So I understand wanting more than just Batman, because I also want more than just Batman, but from a business and from the side as a Batman fan, I also love Batman. So, but the idea of what James Gunn is doing with, like, Green Lantern's going to be in Superman, and I'm blanking on Mr. Terrific, he's going to be in Superman as well. Like, I like the idea of sprinkling in these characters to have, like, small roles in other movies. So maybe you're onto something there, Hunter, with Red Lion. That would be very, very cool. Ishmael. Also, a Flash versus Rogues movie would be sick. Yes, it absolutely would. I'm a Flash movie apologist. Was the CGI not great? Absolutely. Is Ezra Miller a terrible person? Absolutely. Was the movie fun, being a Flash fan? I also think it was. A lot of people didn't like the opening with Batman, like Ben Affleck Batman and Gal Gadot Wonder Woman. That was like my favorite part of the movie, to be honest. That felt like a comic book to me, like the Flash coming in and needing to run and save, like, the babies in the hospital, and Batman's chasing the crime boss, and then who comes in and when it all looks dire but Wonder Woman. Like, that felt like one issue of a comic book to me. And so was it a perfect movie? No, but again, I love drama movies and I like having a critical lens, but when it comes to superhero movies, like, I'm here for a good time. I want to have fun. I don't want to think about my real life problems when I'm looking at the people I like in colorful spandex, you know, like, it doesn't need to be like, oh, this isn't going to win an Oscar. Like, that's fine. That's not what I'm here for. I love Batman 2. Arkham City is my childhood. One of the best games of all time. Yeah, I absolutely... That's another thing, too. I've thought about, like, I've just been toying with the idea of, like, oh, maybe I can stream some superhero games, and if I finish this giant Marvel quest, that would be fun, is that I absolutely love the Arkham games. I haven't played them in a while, but it would be fun to go back and play some Arkham games, and maybe on stream. So who knows? Who knows? Maybe I stream now. I don't know how I got here, but boy, am I having fun with it. So.
Okie doke.
Thank you, Deadpool. That was a good anecdote. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Deadpool Wolverine. I hear your voice. Feels like. Jake, who's meant to be faster between the Flash and Quicksilver? I think it's got to be Flash. Like, the guy literally can run faster than time itself. So, Quicksilver's fast, though. Don't get me wrong. Ishmael. I think Arkham City is compared to GTA and all the classic video game franchises. Yeah, Arkham City is a phenomenal game. Like, the voice acting, the direction, just the game, like, the game of it all is really, really good. And it sucks because I haven't even played Justice League, and I have played just about every superhero comic book game under the sun, and I have not touched Justice League because it's just not what I've wanted out of a game, and it's a shame. But maybe someday, if it ever goes on a good sale, I might try it. But Ishmael, Flash is quicker than Quicksilver. Yeah, I agree with that. Oh, we got it. My friend Nate texted me. People chatting. Everybody say hi to Nate. Everybody in the chat say hi to Nate. Hi, Nate. We're just chilling. Let's talk to Tyr. Let's do it as Deadpool.
Well,
that could be fun. Read the comments first. But does the Flash get a cool ass song for his running montage like Quicksilver? He absolutely does not. Not in the way that would be cool. Love Quicksilver, but the Marvel one was terrible. Yeah, I think that was the rights issue, is that Marvel and Fox were able to split him for some reason, but he couldn't be a mutant. It was weird. X-Men Run Cold, though. He absolutely is with those montages. Sweet dreams are made of these. Come on. Wait, you're talking about Justice League Heroes? That game was sick. Yeah, that game was... It had potential. It was very much a rip-off of what Ultimate Alliance was trying to be, right? Yo, Nate. Everyone's saying hi to Nate. Nate, you better come in. They all saying hi. Come in. Talk to Tyr.
Without your aid, I never would have been freed. I would thank you and apologize to you.
For what?
Long have I shown disdain for humans. Your people seemed weak and fearful to me.
That's rude.
But now, it is humans who are rescuing the gods of Asgard.
You're welcome.
You have shown yourselves courageous and worthy of my respect.
No problem. I'm trying to be an Avenger.
Allow me to create this portal to aid you in your travels. And now, I must be off to see what can be done to save Asgard. Until we meet again.
Okay. Alright. Okay, we did it. Nate said, I might throw it on my PC, but I've got to go to bed. Bruh. I turned on my phone for you. Just kidding, I don't care. Nate, if you're here, hello. Ishmael, I have both Justice League and Ultimate Alliance. Yeah, I haven't played Justice League Heroes in a long time. That would also be a fun one on the backwards compatibility. Maybe that's a thing I can stream sometime. You guys are giving me ideas, but again, if you all hang out for streams, then I can see myself doing this stuff, so. Have you played any of the DC and Marvel Lego games? I absolutely have, Bond. I love them dearly. They're all so much fun. I have most of them, but I have most of them on Xbox, so I would need to figure out
you have freed Tyr.
A streaming solution.
You must now do the same for Heimdall.
Okay.
You can find him through the door behind me.
I will. Jake, you're only allowed to pick one superhero power in real life. What are you picking? Easy for me, flight. I'm a Superman guy. I've always wanted to fly. The idea of just like being over, or teleportation, but I have to go with flight. I would love to just fly. What about you? Everyone in the chat, but Jake as well. What power would you want if you could have any superpower? All these barrels respawn. Look, I'm back up to 48,000 in money. Well, chat, I think it is time to switch the roster. Locked up. I'm sorry, I'm getting all these. Jake wanted Cyclops, so I can add Cyclops. Okay, wait, what was that? Oh, that's where we need to go. Okay, let's call Lockjaw's portal. Teleport for sure. Flying could get called. Teleport would be good, right? Because like you'd never have to worry about traffic. You could go anywhere you wanted. It's just a thought, and bam, you're there, right? So, okay, like I do like having. I feel maybe should we keep Thor? I like having Storm, but
Cyclops.
Nice. Oh. Cool. I gotta go with that one, right? Like, that feels like the most... They're all cool. Like, that one's awesome, but I do like the old X-Men Legends style look. Bond. I really like Lego Marvel Superheroes, one of the best Lego games. Yeah, the open, like, world New York was absolutely awesome. Optic power. Ooh. Yeah, we're gonna beef up Cyclops a little bit. I don't mind when it does the... Oh, but they're just there for good. Roundhouse kick. Wait, what? I'm not using no melee moves with Cyclops. A continuous stream. You can hold that? Yeah, that's gonna be the move we're doing, isn't it? Beam power? Yeah. We're just beefing Cyclops up here. Oh, we got more moves. Come on. Blade Cyclone, I feel like gotta get that going. Wolverine doesn't have any. Thor has one. I need 2 for that. Okay, let's save one for old Thor. I did auto. Son of a nutcracker. Wait, you can respec those moves? I didn't know that. Well then. That's good to know. Wow. You learn something new about this game every time you play it. Yeah, the open world New York Bond in
Onward to battle.
In Lego Marvel was awesome, and like I absolutely love that game. I played a ton of it in college. I had a great time. Mark Hall, who is your favorite Marvel character? I'm pretty basic. I have to go with Spider-Man. Like, the character I've resonated with most over the years is Spider-Man. A very close second for me, though, is Daredevil. I absolutely love Daredevil. And then third for me is, again, I'm very basic, but Wolverine. Wolverine was, when X-Men was my foot in the door for Marvel, and I, like most people who have ever watched X-Men or anything, resonated with Wolverine. After that, I guess I would have to say Punisher. I really love the character of Punisher, especially his dynamic with Daredevil. About, you know, they both have the same philosophy, they just go about it a different way. I absolutely love the Netflix and Punisher, the Netflix Daredevil and Punisher shows. My favorite episode is when they have that debate on the roof with their 2 different styles of how they get things done. I think that is absolutely perfect comic book adaptations. And then after that, speaking of dynamics with characters I also really love Cyclops. So the fact that I have these 2 boys right here.
Got it.
Like when I play X-Men Legends, I only have, it's kind of like what I'm doing with Deadpool and Wolverine in Ultimate Alliance right now. I always have Cyclops and Wolverine on the squad.
Affirmative.
Let's go, Cyclops. You got this. Except, sorry, there is more barrels. I'm so sorry, but you gotta grind for them levels, you know? And we beat the hell out of Cyclops. And they all just respawn. Brilliant. Do you have favorite Marvel characters, Mark? Or anyone else? I love hearing what everyone's favorite Marvel character is and who they resonate with. Mine is Spider-Man like most, but if I have to pick one that's not Spider-Man, then it's definitely Daredevil. For instance, I've shown this a couple times, but I keep this. I'm at my studio where I do radio work and everything, and then in the centerpiece I have on this desk is this wonderful cowl right here, because I love Daredevil very much. Let the devil out. Sorry, I'm just gently putting it back. Don't mind me. There's a cord stuck under it. Oh no. We're good. We're good. Ishmael, imagine they have made so many Batman, his sidekicks 2 games, and a Suicide Squad game. We don't have a modern Justice League game. I know. The fact that we don't, like, Mitch, who's been in here for a couple streams before, he's like, how is there not a DC Ultimate Alliance? And like, obviously it couldn't be called Ultimate Alliance, but how is there not just a DC Ultimate Alliance? Because it just seems like it's a no-brainer and would make a ton of money. I would love that very, very much. Jake, top 3: Nightcrawler, Wolverine, Spider-Man. Absolute amazing list. Love that. Bond, Spider-Man would be my favorite. Yeah, of course. That's, you know, everyone loves Spider-Man. If Spider-Man's not your favorite, then it's like, what are you doing? You know, no offense, Jake. Nightcrawler's awesome. Look, Spider-Man. Deadpool number 4 for Jake. Totally fair. Deadpool is the best. Ishmael, my favorite Marvel character is either Captain America, Reed Richards, or Storm. 3 great characters, man. I feel like knowing who everyone's favorite characters are, like, says a lot about them as a person and stuff, and I really like finding that out about people. All great answers. I love all of that. Spider-Man 4 or 5 too. Yeah, of course. He's just hard to not relate to, right? Spider-Man has...
You shall not pass!
Spider-Man has human problems that we all go through, so... Like, you know, homework and, like, finding a girlfriend and, like, a lot of superheroes don't have those problems, you know? Or when they did, it was after. Let's go.
All right.
Oh.
Nice try. I'm doing so well.
Holy crap! Cyclops can kick pretty good. Maybe I was wrong about that kick. Yeah, you can bounce it. My favorite is Deadpool or Wolverine. That's fair, Mark. That's totally fair. Two amazing characters. If you haven't, there's a really good movie involving both of them. It's called X-Men Origins Wolverine. I couldn't even get through. Jake, who's your favorite Spider-Man? Tobey, Andrew, or Tom? I love all three of them, but I'm an Andrew guy. The movies were hit or miss, but I think Andrew's portrayal, like physicality and understanding of Spider-Man, was the best out of all of them. And I'm very sad we never got Amazing Spider-Man 3 because I think there was a lot of potential, but I am so glad that No Way Home exists the way it does. Know you that Heimdall the Ram is the guardian of the Bifrost Bridge located north and west. With this knowledge, one can open the barred door. North and west. Bond. Tobey for me, hands down. Absolutely. Love Tobey. He's the original. And, like, I saw the Spider-Man movie, the first one in theaters, like, 4 times when I was 9. Like, absolutely love that movie. Ishmael. For me, it's not just being relatable. For me, it's also important how they look for me, too. Absolutely. I don't like the first Amazing Spider-Man costume. I do not like that costume at all. I understand what they were going for, like a homemade version, but it just didn't land for me. But the second one was like the comic book, but a real-life version of that suit, and I just love the Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit so much. I thought it was perfect, and I was so mad when the Insomniac game didn't put it in the first game, and then they finally did put it in the Spider-Man 2's Insomniac game, and I used that suit the entire game, other than the symbiote stuff, of course, because, like, you're not going to not wear the symbiote. I actually have the statue. I'll turn my camera again. I should show you. I'll pause this quick, or I'll leave it, but I'll show you what I have up here on my studio. There's my Spider-Man statue with Miles and Venom, and then here's my setup of my Avengers. I have Thor, but I've moved him over to the table. He usually stands beside Black Widow there. There's my J. Jonah Jameson I got. And then I have my Power Ranger setup, because I love the Power Rangers as well. And then my Pip-Boy. Here's my Justice League. I have them chilling. And then in the back I have Dunder Mifflin, and then I have horror stuff as well. Yeah. This is my nerd studio where I do nerd stuff. So, yeah. There's a fun little quick tour for everybody. How did I have this set up, though? You can see the Iron Man helmet in the back now. I guess I had it more tilted up, right? Oh no, I've done messed it all up now. There we go. We good now? Did I get it? Jake Bond is my guy. Toby Cody. Yeah, I knew he'd fit in here. Ishmael, I'm talking about the heroes, how they look is a huge factor as to why I love them. Oh, that's fair, Ishmael. Yeah. Like, just in general, totally understand that. Mark, my favorite Marvel villain is Thanos or Ultron. Totally fair. Yeah, I love them as well. My favorite villain in Marvel is definitely Doc Ock. I've just always thought he was such a cool villain, and the fever pitch of Spider-Man 2 definitely helped that when I was a kid. So, Jake, Pip-Boy, the Fallout game is so good. Sorry, the heart emoji was in the way. It covered it up a little bit. It's awesome. I love Fallout, man, especially with the show. That show was far better than it had any right to be. I love that it exists the way it does. Fallout is so good. I actually just put that Pip-Boy there recently. I didn't show you the bottom part of my desk, but that's okay. I have a Lego Dunder Mifflin office set, because I really like the office. I have a couple of Funko Pops. I have the Daredevil mask. And then I have my keyboard, but that's the work area. It is funny, though, because this is like my work office, and then I also just have a PlayStation at my desk now, too. That's the joys of being freelance. My desk can have whatever the heck I want on. Who's gonna get mad? Ishmael, favorite Marvel... Oh, wait. Favorite Marvel villain is probably Red Skull and Rhino. Also, a lot of Spider-Man and Fantastic Four villains are all coded. Yeah, totally, man. It's, Green Goblin's hard not to say. J. Jonah Jameson, I don't know if he counts, but I like him. We won't talk about Fallout 76, but the rest of the games are Chinatown. Man, I dipped into Fallout 76 a little bit with the show, and it definitely had an abysmal launch, but it's really turned around. It's pretty cool now. Is it my favorite style of Fallout game? No, but it is cool. Like the idea of, you know, a Fallout game that exists with.
You made it farther than the rest, but you're gonna regret that. Dark magic will destroy you.
With multiplayer and stuff I think is just like the best. It's a really good idea and concept, and now that it actually works, it's awesome in my opinion. Mark Hall, your uncle's favorite character is Nightcrawler. Totally fair. Yeah, Nightcrawler. Well, it feels like your uncle and Jake could be pals then, because Jake's favorite is Nightcrawler as well. Bond. Yes, Doc Ock in Spider-Man 2 was awesome. Still my favorite Spider-Man movie of all. Yeah, I think so for me as well, Bond. But like, I feel like No Way Home can't be your favorite Spider-Man movie just because it's like saying Endgame is your favorite Marvel movie. Like, of course it is. But if I'm being honest, No Way Home is my favorite Spider-Man movie. But if I'm not allowed to say No Way Home, then it's definitely Spider-Man 2. Man, Cyclops is fun. Thanks for the pick, Jake.
You're a mess.
That one's fun, man. Oh, yeah! That's like how we land in X-Men 97. What a show. Oh, the wide one. You like that grenade move.
See you around, sucker.
Of all time. Jake, your uncle must be good vibes. Only cool ass people ever. Nightcrawler. Jake and Mark's uncle are just our best bros now. Deadpool and Wolverine style. Surprised you didn't want me to pick Nightcrawler. I guess because I've already been him, but I'll be Nightcrawler again. He is fun to use. The teleport and sword boys. That did it.
Are officially a loser.
People are dead now. Come I agree with that. Spider-Man 2 still holds a special place in my heart, though. And it's hard for me to say no one is better than that, and No Way Home is a close second. Yeah, totally fair. Totally fair. That's what is fun about opinions. I respect everybody's opinion. If I don't agree with it, that's fine. The old me felt very differently, but therapy's a hell of a drug, y'all. If I can recommend anything, it's going to therapy. And consuming copious amounts of superhero stuff and wrestling. I don't remember where it said to go, but I find all the red spots on the map.
You are officially
I feel as mighty as Odin!
Good. We've been talking to your dad a little bit there, Thor. Ow. Grenades.
Oh yeah, I'm liking this.
Bet you are. He keeps throwing Deadpool. What's your deal, man? Okay, enough.
Guys tougher than me.
Whatever.
That one. That was well timed accidentally. Okay, that's gonna move. Jake, it's a shame don't be giving Nightcrawler them cool ass swords in the movies. Yeah, it is. I really liked Alan Cummings' portrayal of Nightcrawler, but yeah, he didn't get his due with the swords. Oh crap! What was northwest? Right, north and west. I don't know which way north is. There's two. So if this is north, then this is the second one. He should be facing west, right? Perhaps. Ishmael. By the way, Ultimate Alliance is probably the best game Marvel ever made. It put you in the world of Marvel so well. I totally agree, Ishmael. It's especially the first one. I love all three of them, but the first one just had that special Raven Software sauce that, no disrespect to 2 or to 3, it just doesn't have that special sauce. But again, great games in their own right. Can't wait to get back to them and play them again, but it's just not the same, you know. On God, yeah. Alan Cummings never even got to fight the X in X-Men 2 other than the White House scene. You're totally right. Need that lean Nightcrawler with the swords. Ultimate Alliance Nightcrawlers needed. Yeah, totally. I wholeheartedly agree with you, Jake. It's luckily X-Men 97. You haven't gotten Nightcrawler in X-Men 97. Keep watching. You are absolutely gonna love X-Men 97 after it totally rips your heart out. Touch me. This claw's made out of adamantium. You're done, bub. Mark Hall, message retracted. Your message is gone, Mark. I didn't see it. I'm sorry. Was it north and west? I probably should have read the statue thing again. Okay, Mark did it.
I.
Where was that inscription again? Hello? I don't remember where that is. Here. Oh, is this? Nope. There it is. I can't read it now? Guys, I'm in trouble. Oh, here we go. So if this way, so left, so west and north. I had it backwards. So the one on the left needs to face, and this way is up. I'm not going to move the camera so I can remember. Mark, my favorite villains are Venom and Carnage. Hell yeah, great answer, man. It's, did you see Venom Let There Be Carnage? I don't want to sway your opinion. What did you think of it? Okay, this one needs to go left. Okay. To the other side we go. Dun, 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 dun. Two more turns. It was good. You liked it? I'm glad. I'm glad to hear that. Venom: The Last Dance comes out this year as well, I think. I wouldn't say I'm crazy excited for it. I will go see it. I'll enjoy it for what it is. I just want the Venom movies. Like, Venom without Spider-Man doesn't feel right to me, you know? That's my big gripe with those movies. Jake, Carnage badass because there's an actual serial killer inside it, not just a herpetographer. Yeah, the character of Carnage is phenomenal. And I will say, in Let There Be Carnage, the origin or the birth of Carnage I thought was done very, very well. Whereas Sony Marvel doesn't usually hit the mark, you know? Yeah. Play Guardians. Bond. I thought Let There Be Carnage was too short. The runtime was like an hour and 37 minutes. Yeah, it was very short. And directed by Andy Serkis. That's what's just so weird. Sony Marvel has just always been not on. And Madam Web and Morbius.
The son of Odin stands triumphant.
Just call me crazy, but like, you know who should make Marvel movies? Marvel. Does anyone, I know it's DC, but has anyone watched the new Batman Cape Crusader on Amazon Prime yet? I've watched the first 3 episodes, and I think it's fantastic. It feels like the animated series, but like just done in 2024, and I very much am excited to where it goes in the future. One sec, let's do that kick. Look at that kick he does. Woo!
I'm having trouble here.
Get him something. Yeah, I was gonna say, where's Wolverine? Get those adamantium claws. Okay, do we get a breather now? That got a little hairy. Just like Wolverine's arms. Jake, I say we make a petition to strip the movie rights of all heroes and give them to Marvel. Yes, I will sign that. You make it, I'll sign it right now, Jake. Mark, the fact of anime Carnage. Yeah, which is weird. And like the Offspring, that was one thing I remember. There's a part in the movie where Venom and Eddie are talking, and he's like, Carnage isn't a perfect match, and we are kind of thing, but like, it's the reverse. The reason Carnage is so scary is that Cletus and the Red Symbiote as Carnage are a perfect match, and Eddie and the Black Symbiote aren't a perfect match as Venom. And even further is that the symbiotes having their names before they bond with someone, and then they can easily unbond and bond with someone else, is not how symbiotes work. But I'm also a comic purist. Like, whatever I see in the comics is what I want in movies, but they are fun, turn your brain off popcorn movies and stuff, but I want it to be like it is like comics, you know? That being said, Mark, I am genuinely glad you enjoy those movies, and I hope you enjoy The Last Dance. We got that out of the way. Where does this lead us? The Grand Hall. We don't want to go there yet. Bond. The movies would be better if they had an R rating because it's stupid when Venom eating heads and the camera cuts away. Yeah, I agree. You know what else would be crazy is if Venom had the spider on his chest. And again, I like that they kind of teed up the future, and like that's gonna have to happen in Secret Wars, right? Like the Russo said it's the story they read as kids, and that was where Spider-Man got the black suit for the first time. It wasn't an alien or a symbiote yet, but it seems like it's an easy layup for Spider-Man to finally get that suit. In my opinion, anyway. Man, Jake, I can't stop seeing it now every time. Like, those claws are just huge on Wolverine. Ishmael, I didn't like it. They butchered my boy Penguin. Haha. The real name of Penguin in the show, in my opinion, is ridiculous. Oswalda? Yeah. Yeah, I didn't love that idea at first either, but very quickly, like, once I was like, why are they doing this, and kind of just accepted what they were going for, I was like, okay, I don't hate it. Like, is it what I would have wanted? No, but I'm also open to different interpretations, especially with the guys taking the animated series but kind of putting a different flair on it. And I really like Hamish Linklater. You know, no one's going to be Kevin Conroy, and we just have to accept that fact now, especially now that he's gone. But I think Hamish Linklater does a really good, like, Conroy-inspired Batman. And, yeah, I'm excited to watch the rest of the current season. Ivalde! A trophy. I love getting trophies. I already had him unlocked because I did a cheat code one time. Sorry, y'all. But I'm still going for...
Ain't gonna happen.
Still go for the completionist stuff, you know? Okay, what are we... That's a good one. 275. Yeah, okay. Mark, Bro Connors was made because Cletus started bleeding. Yeah, it was when he was getting in the comics. It was when he was getting executed, and the Venom symbiote reproduced at the same time, and that's how it formed with the bond of Cletus, and that's why Cletus and the symbiote were a perfect blend. And yeah, in the movie, that's why he turns red, and I forgot about that. Sony Marvel, why do they do that? They're actually massive. Sorry, what are you referring to as massive, Jake? My brain is cooked. I don't remember. Ishmael Oswalda, though, can they make no effort? It's yeah, I mean, it's, I understand why people have that, but it's the guys that made Batman the animated series making these choices. So even if I don't understand why they're doing it, like, it's, you know, I think these are the guys that made Batman the character he is, right? Because Batman, the Michael Keaton '89 movie was the first kind of like dark take on Batman, and then the animated series really formed the character we all know and love as Batman. So if there's anyone I trust to make Oswald the Cobblepot the Penguin, it's those two. Oh, the claws, of course. Duh, that's my bad. They are actually massive, dude. I know. It's like you were saying, he's got swords on him, you know? Like, I get it, though, because in the PS2 days, though, with the graphics not being as good, like, you want to be able to make sure you can see them well, so... Game dev-wise, I understand it, but in terms of just a standard Wolverine, it's like, holy crap, he's got swords on his arms. Okay, this is where we got Tyr, right? Did I go all the way around? Heimdall, I'm so sorry. I'm looking for you, bud. Master Bond, do you like the Deadpool game? So Bond, here's the thing, is that it's a dilemma I've had, is that I have it on Xbox, but if you notice, it's still sealed. So I've thought about cracking it and playing it. I've actually never played this game, but if you go online on price charting, which is like where you can see the value, this thing sealed is worth like $100 at minimum. So it's like, do I want to get some cash for it, or do I want to play it? And honestly, it's probably the latter. But for now, it stays sealed because it is my prized possession. It still has the refunds with receipts available in 45 days on it. Mark Hall, my friend said that John Cena is Captain America. He's Peacemaker in DC, Mark. Is that what your friend could mean? Because Captain America was Chris Evans, and then now it's Anthony Mackie. Ishmael, it would be funny if they named her Oswald the Cobblepot. I think it's just Oswald the Cobblepot. But that would be really funny if that was the case. I see. Glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, I like the show. And I like the take they're doing on Batman. It's like a new Batman as well, and it feels like a spiritual prequel to the animated series, it almost feels like. Although it's different, obviously, with Oswalda. And Harley Quinn is cool because she's actually a character as Dr. Quinzel, as a therapist prior. And so, like, I mean, spoilers for Batman, I guess. I know she's going to turn into Harley at some point, but I really like what they're doing with her as Dr. Quinzel in the meantime. Your messages. He means John is Captain America. I don't understand what context your friends mean, but I can see that sometimes in wrestling because he was always the good guy, goody two-shoes, who would always fight through adversity and end up winning. Super Cena. Bon, you think we're going to get Super Cena back with the Last Time Is Now tour? Because I could see that happening. And I feel like I'd be okay with it now, because I kind of want Super Cena back now that he's been gone for so long. Bond, I have it on 360, and it's really fun to play, and Nolan North did a good job voicing Deadpool. Hey, Bond, can I borrow that? I'm just kidding. I have a copy, I don't know what to do with the copy I have. I wish I bought two. I wish I bought it digitally before. Okay, where are we going? Did you turn off and start back up? No. Why do you ask, brother? Is it a separate stream now? It shouldn't be. Did we ever play this game together, Ben? Like, I feel like I probably would have asked you to play it sometimes, but I feel like I got it, like, shortly after you moved to school. And again, I remember you always lean more DC, but... Ishmael, imagine John Cena plays the most evil villain in Marvel, like Red Skull, for example, punishment for not turning heel. That would be really, really funny. I mean, that's what I like about Peacemaker so much, is that it kind of gives Cena the, like, he's a morally flexible kind of guy, and it gives him a chance to kind of express that stuff, right? Smeggy B. I put the kids to bed late now. Well, welcome to my stream, brother. I'm glad you're here. It's I don't know how I got here. Ended up streaming but I've been having an absolute blast with it. It's I just wanted to rock some Ultimate Alliance, and people come in and we just nerd out about stuff. So it is. There has been a lot of DC conversation, Ben. So everyone else that's in this chat, my brother who I was referring to, being DC, that's Smeggy B there. So hello to Ben. Yeah, but yeah, we've been having a lot of chats about DC and Marvel in general, Ben. A little bit of wrestling in there. I know you like wrestling passively, but we can go back to superheroes, don't worry. There, that's the first part of the rune. Snaked. Bond. Bringing back Super Cena wouldn't make much sense with how he's currently booked, but if they actually turned him heel, it could be interesting using Super Cena in that aspect. A heel Super Cena, and like, do we think that's the route they're gonna go? Because like, we're not gonna, you know, if this really is the last time, and it seems like it is, like Cena doesn't seem like someone who's gonna go back on his word like that. Like, now is the time we're gonna get him heel, but at the same time, go with what you know, like having Cena come in and be Super Cena would make sense, I think, logistically. Rude. Now we've got the second part of the rune. That was my second.
Will do.
Mark, I told him that Chris Evans is Captain America and John is Peacemaker, and said no, then called him a B. Well, that seems a little strenuous. John Cena is a hero. I love him dearly. He looked in my eyes. I'll never forget it. Ishmael, yo, Ben, DC is goated, of course. What is your prediction and opinions on the James Gunn DCU? How much do you know about that, Ben? So, my brother loves superhero movies, but he doesn't follow the news to the extent that I do. Man, I should freaking stream too. I burned a ton of money to get the equipment for it. Yeah, you should. Well, that's what you said. You did that secret stream for Mortal Kombat or whatever that one time and didn't tell me about it, which you totally should. You know what we should do? We should stream Mortal Kombat ideas. Yeah, streaming is place emblem. Oh, there we go. Streaming is fun. It's I'm just here for fun. I wanted to play Marvel Ultimate Alliance anyway, just with with Deadpool and Wolverine, but now I get to hang out with other nerds and talk about nerd stuff. There, we've got the entire emblem. Now to place it back in its rightful spot. But yeah, Ben, Ishmael's wondering what do you think about James Gunn's DCU in the future of what that'll be? Do you have any thoughts or opinions of it yet? Mark says, please stream Mortal Kombat. There we go, Ben. There's already one vote for it. Especially with all the DLC, which, I don't know if you do. I have all the DLC. I don't know, just saying. Speaking of which, Peacemaker, played by John Cena. It all comes back around. Good, the rune's restored. That's one. Bond, I think you should unseal the Deadpool game, because even the used copies are still worth something. I know the 360 version is worth a lot with the latest closure of the 360 store. Yeah, that as well as the game was delisted on it as well, so it's a 2-for-1 punch on that. We're still full on. Mark, please play with Homelander in Mortal Kombat. Alright, I'll keep that in mind, Mark, because I've been looking for an excuse to go back to Mortal Kombat in a more serious way, and that is a good excuse, because as I was saying, I want to stream superhero stuff, and what better way than to probably get some sort of content warning in Mortal Kombat with gratuitous fatalities, which are awesome. My mom would not be happy about that. I love my mom dearly. She was not a fan of Mortal Kombat. Do I have to break this? Nope. Ishmael. My dream is they bring back Hugo Weaving and Chris Evans one last battle to the death in the MCU as Red Skull, Captain America. Imagine they do that in one of those Avengers movies that are coming up. Yeah, they absolutely... That would make sense for me in Secret Wars, because if they're still leaning into the multiverse stuff, if they're doing Secret Wars like 1984, and instead of the Beyonder and it's Doctor Doom instead, with like his idea of Battle World, but they incorporate the multiverse in it, I think there's a lot of opportunity there. And I think with Robert Downey Jr. coming back to Avengers in general, and Chris Evans has obviously been talking to Marvel in some capacity, I think there could be a conversation for him to come back as Cap in some capacity. And yeah, I know Hugo Weaving didn't do Red Skull last time. I know they got his face on it, but then it was, I'm forgetting his name, but the guy who played Aaron in The Walking Dead, Ross Marquand, that's his name. He did the voice and did a very good job. He also voices Professor X in X-Men 97. He's a very, very, very good voice actor. Ben, I don't know. I hope it's good. I'm disappointed they let Cavill and some others go, but hey, he might not have been available for other stuff. Yeah, I think James Gunn just wanted a complete fresh start with everything he had planned. But if they ever do the Superman Prime stuff, and I think there could be some opportunity there for Henry Cavill to come back. They could do Superman No Way Home. Like, obviously it won't be called that, but like it seems great. Well, I can't. I don't know what I need to do there. Or Takeda. Yeah, I think Takeda's out now, I think I have access to him yet, but I haven't played him because I've been playing Ultimate Alliance, so but yeah, if you want some Mortal Kombat, Mark, I'm sure I could arrange that, and especially with my brother there, and he also is a fan of Mortal Kombat, so. Vaughn, speaking of Mortal Kombat, what's your opinion on Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe game? My opinion is this, Bond. I got that bad boy. And I don't regret it at all, because was it the best game ever? No, it's not canon. And, oh, I hit a button I didn't mean to. But, like, it was a fun game. And Ben, who's also in the chat, like, he and I played it a lot together, and again, we're also DC fans, so we had a great time playing that game. But, like, again, I don't need every Mortal Kombat game to be the best game I've ever played. I just want to have a good time playing Mortal Kombat, and I'm okay with not having Superman rip someone's spine out, you know? Like, I get that DC didn't want that, so I think there's worse things that could have happened with that game. And again, Mortal Kombat 9 came out, and it was, like, the best Mortal Kombat game ever at the time, so things happen the way they should sometimes, you know?
Trouble here.
Yeah, Cyclops, I know you. Ben, Earl Bowen was the best Beyonder. Fair. Ishmael, Bond, DC vs. Mortal Kombat was my childhood. Yeah, fun game. I love that game. I haven't played it in a long time. Again, if I get this PS3 thing going, I need a capture card. Ben, do you have a capture card? Can you give me the rundown on a capture card? Because right now my PS4 has the stuff built in, and I know if I get a green screen, I can do the green screen thing here, which would look better, but you know, it's working as it is for now. So, but if I do want to do the Xbox stuff, I would need to up that a little bit. Oh, I see. I need to move it. Heroic brutality. Yeah, that was a little silly, but it was still fun. Bond. I think if it had an M rating, the game would have been perfect. Yeah, and I think the downfall is that with their Bond is that WB didn't want, like, I know they were iffy about, like, their characters even being killed with fatalities, but the fatalities couldn't be crazy gratuitous. They wanted them to be, like, toned down and everything, and they didn't want their characters killing unless they were, like, villains, which, again, I do understand from a business perspective. Stay down. And that's why I think Mortal Kombat, they've learned a lot from their guest characters. Right now, they only get characters that would kind of mercilessly kill people. So, for the best in the long run, I think. Mark Hall, I got a Rick Steiner yesterday, but then my dog bit his leg. Do you mean like a figure or something, Mark? Because that's pretty cool. I do like action figures. Ishmael, Ben, imagine they did that, finish him heroic brutality. Ben, yeah, I got one for the Switch. You hook it up to a computer and the TV, you can stream, etc. But there's a slight delay if you only use the computer screen. Okay, that's good to know. Because you've seen my studio, Ben, and how I have it set up. But, like, I would love to have a capture card, especially if I am doing Ultimate Alliance, is that I would love to stream Ultimate Alliance 3, and that's from a Switch. But ideally, I would have, like, OBS or whatever running off my computer here, which I use for the chat, which I'm doing now too. And then like my TV that I have on the left for, oops, I missed it, for the TV and the gameplay. That's why you see me bobbing my head back and forth. And luckily my mic that I have here connects right into the PlayStation, so it's really handy not having a capture card and just using the software built into it. Mark got rid of some messages again. Ben, oops, I think you can use it without a computer, but it only records and you can't voice over for it. Yeah, so I do have the mic and stuff too, so like, I have OBS, I'm not like too familiar with it, but I know I could figure it out if I needed to, so I think I just need a capture card and then I would probably be okay to go. So, do you have like an Elgato? I understand streaming and stuff, I just haven't done it in practice. Ishmael, yeah, imagine they do that and Superman is ripping someone's head off and says, for freedom, justice, and the American way. Yeah. Truth, justice, and the American way. Nothing says Superman more than decapitation. Okay, we're getting somewhere.
Aye.
Let's go. Where? Wait, what was? That's probably something I need to unlock, right? Oh, geez. Okay, there's red stuff on the map.
My target's down.
Mark, yeah, it's a WWE action figure and it was brand new that my dog ate his leg off. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Pets can be annoying sometimes, but they're also the best thing ever, right? So, I have 2 cats and they've messed up carpets and stuff before, but dang it, are they ever cute. You saw Ellie there when she was leaning on the tub. Now she's on the chair. Actually, I don't know if you can see. Can you see her right there? There's Ellie right there. Hi, baby girl. How you doing? That's funny. There's Ellie right there. You're just hiding in plain sight, eh? I don't know where Clementine is, but she's around somewhere. Ishmael. Ooh, sorry. Freedom is Captain America. Yeah, and they actually changed Superman's, because it was Truth, Justice, and the American Way, and then they changed it to Truth, Justice, and a Better Tomorrow. But I think Superman fights for freedom, too. You know? Ben, my capture card is Avermedia. Okay. I might message you and... How well does it work? Is it, because, again, for Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2, I'm good. I can still do this, but I kind of want to... I'm thinking about getting, like, a green screen that's pretty portable that I can just kind of keep to the side. But again, if I make streaming a thing, I don't know if Jake's still here, but I have a guy who enjoys my Ultimate Alliance stuff from Scotland, and he's telling me that I need to run through all the Ultimate Alliances, so gotta impress the masses. Like I said, it's just fun, right? If I can find like relatively cheap versions of it all, then that could be fun. I just don't want to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars for when I already have like this set up the way I'm going already, right? No, this isn't going to work. We need to get a teammate on each button and activate them at the same time. I'm playing one player. Okay.
Will do.
Did we do it? Okay. Mark, he also did that to the first ever John Cena Ultimate Edition. You gotta put them up high or something if he's chewing multiple toys. That's rough. Luckily my cats don't mess with my trinkets. They're good that way. Heimdall's frozen solid. We have to save him. Oh my god, a Shocker and Rhino. Man, these are all Spider-Man villains. Why didn't I bring Spider-Man?
Right now, you got much bigger worries than the living icicle here.
Bond, I'd be interested in a Mortal Kombat vs. Marvel Universe. The game would be called Marvel Combat. That would be awesome. I know there was rumors of like a DC and Marvel fighting game, but it ended up being Mortal Kombat 1. Bond, this is Ishmael. Bond, the only game we need is Marvel vs. DC and life would be complete. That's funny that I was, yeah.
Yeah, it's a little matter of you getting stomped flat.
Haven't you two had enough? We've beat you before.
But we're ready for you this time.
And make no mistake, we ain't gonna take you prisoner, because there ain't gonna be enough of you left to put in a thimble.
To me, my ultimate alliance. Let's get these two villains together. Let's come over here, Rhino. It's go time, guys. Let's do it. Optic incineration.
Sorry about that.
Rhino's down. That's how you do it, gang. Ishmael. Actually, what is your roster of a Marvel vs. DC game if you have 15 of each universe? Oh boy. That's, I don't know if I can do that off the cuff without thinking. I mean, I could just look at the Ultimate Alliance roster, I guess. Punisher. That takes care of those two creeds. Now to defrost Heimdall. We have to figure out some way to melt each layer of lice around him. But how? By getting money first. Good job, Cyclops. Okay, we'll do that after. Again, we find all the red stuff. Okay, that seems to have freed up one of the mirrors. Also, Ben, the fun part of Ultimate Alliance is that you get to do horrible impressions of all the characters you like. I was playing as Storm earlier, and that was no bueno. She's really fun to use as a character. He also did that to the first Roman Ultimate Edition. Are you letting your dog chew these toys? Because it sounds like you've unfortunately gone through multiple wrestling figures with your dog. Put them up high, like put them on a shelf they can't get or something. Ishmael. So DC will obviously have Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Flash, Green Lantern. Marvel will have Spider-Man, Wolverine, Hulk, Iron Man, Captain America. Yeah, that could be... They always got to go for a strange one, right? Like, Ultimate Alliance 3 has Crystal from the Inhumans. Elsa Bloodstone is in Ultimate Alliance 3. Great! All the mirrors are free. Now we have to activate them. Okay, so now we got to move stuff around. Okay, that's one. It worked! The first layer of ice is melting off Heimdall.
Yeah.
Is that the one we did? What's happening?
Will do.
Whatever.
What's... Oh. That was weird. Punisher, I think, would be really cool in your universe face-off game there, Ishmael. Especially if you wanted fatalities or whatever. Because he's got a couple of them. Alright, we almost got Heimdall out of here. We got you, bud. Please don't hurt us. We're with you. I promise.
Thank you, my friends. I owe you my life.
You're welcome, Idris Elba. What happened?
Loki, the god of mischief, played his ultimate trick. He has betrayed all of Asgard. And for that, he will pay dearly.
What can we do to help you?
My horn was taken from me. Would you be willing to locate it?
So many jokes. Yeah, we'll look for your horn.
Thank you. I will await your return with my horn.
Pause. I'm still playing MKX and got the mobile unlocks for free. Nice! Mortal Kombat X was fun. They did really well with the guest characters in that game as well. If Punisher is there, Red Hood is also a good pick for DC. Absolutely, yeah. Red Hood. Smeggy B, big fan of Red Hood.
Hello again, my friends. I see you do not have my horn. Thank you.
Where the heck is this guy's horn? Is it in this room? Where? Jason effing Todd. Yep. Jason Todd is a good time. Sorry, I was thinking Nate again.
Twas foolish to challenge me.
Oh. Do you have Heimdall's horn? Oh, we can go down here now? Okay, this seems promising. Snick. Finally completely finished the MKX story. Not trying to meme. I have to finish the story. Is Bond still in here? He's probably going crazy. He loves his Cody Rhodes. I know that much. I'm a Roman Reigns guy. I don't know if you can see that, but acknowledge your tribal chief. That's the rule here.
See you around, sucker.
Another disc for Deadpool. Is there a trick to this? Oh wait, what am I talking about? I have a trick.
By your command.
Thor can fly. Hey, there's his horn. We've located Heimdall's horn. Let's get it back to him. Oh, now there's a bridge there. That's good. What was I supposed to do if there wasn't? How did you guys get across? Oh, because of the bridge. Duh. Well, that was fun. Okay, let's take this to Heimdall. Alright. Thought there might be some goodies in those benches, but there wasn't. You found your horn, buddy.
Praise Odin. You've located my horn. Now I will give those villains the full measure of my fury.
Thank you.
But first, I would repay you for your courage. Here is a portal that will take you back to Baldur.
Thank you, Heimdall. We'll free Baldur shortly.
You had best work quickly then, for I may very well free all of Asgard on my own. Good luck to you, and fare thee well.
I still believe Jay should have been the one to take the title off of Roman, not Cody. The bloodline started with Jay, and it should have ended with main event Jay. Yeah, it's a tough one. I think there could have been a lot more story to tell with Roman still running through champ, but I am very excited that he's come back. It was it was weird. Him walking out, he didn't feel very tribal chiefy, but as soon as he got to like where the crowd was, then he kind of went into tribal chief mode, which was good to see. Cody finishing the story, Jay can't win a singles championship. Yeah, that's... I'll watch either way. That's wrestling for you.
What a pleasant surprise.
Hey, Smile, here's your lady.
Good enough to eat. right.
She's... Someone get a hose for her.
Enough of your feminine wiles. I know of your spells. Now release Baldur immediately, or suffer my wrath.
No one speaks to Enchantress like that. You will be silent, God of Thunder, or I will silence you.
Why, Executioner? Is there a note of jealousy in your voice?
No, my lady. Only concern.
Yeah, sure, bud.
Good. For I will keep company with whomever I choose. Is that clear?
Yes, my lady. 1,000 apologies to you.
So, like, are they fighting, or...?
Enough of this. Tell me why Dr. Doom wages war in Asgard.
One of your precious team knows, or at least suspects.
Impossible. How could one of us know Dr. Doom's plan?
It is a very interesting story.
Tell him nothing, my lady. We've wasted enough time. Let me destroy Thor.
Ishmael, Enchantress, ha 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 ha. And Thor's there too. Yep. The whole squad. That was a happy accident. Mark Hall, Drew, I quit on SmackDown. Kills CM Punk. Yeah, literally a week later. That's funny. It was a very quick turnaround. And then he got suspended for a week again after Money in the Bank.
I have a better idea, my pet. Let us both destroy him.
Bring it on. Suddenly, I don't know why I ever wanted to hurt you, Enchantress. What?
Whatever.
She's... Wait, I don't think that's supposed to be. She's healing Executioner. We have to stop her. Okay. I know what to do. She's healing him. Grenades coming. Oh, she's down. Look at all that money. Oh, it disappeared. No. Captain dead.
Well done, my friend. You have defeated the Enchantress and the Executioner. I would have not thought it possible.
You okay, Baldur?
I can still stand, so I am well enough to begin the fight anew. Let Loki beware, for he has now truly earned my wrath.
Do you think you can free Asgard?
It will not be an easy fight for sure, but I will rally the gods, and we will unshackle the beloved city of Asgard.
Good luck, Baldur.
I thank you again, humans.
And mutants.
All of Asgard is in your debt. Now, onward to battle!
Bond, is Drew and Punk's next match a ladder match with Punk's bracket above the ring? Punk's bracket? Oh, bracelet? Yeah. Yeah, that would be really funny. I can't believe Drew took it again. I was salty about that. Wait, why is there a third option?
Ain't gonna...
These friggin' gear stuff, man. Ishmael, but seriously, where's Enchantress in the MCU? I always thought she was the second most formidable villain after only Loki. I mean that when they showed that in Avengers Earth Mightiest Hero. Yeah, I don't know. Kevin Feige probably has something in mind for her. But I can't say I know. That man's mind works in many mysterious ways. No.
Stick a fork in me. I'm done.
Deadpool just fell off and died. To Thor. Oh, to Thor. Wait. Oh, I see it. Yeah, I don't know where Thor 5 would make sense for sure, like you were saying earlier. I'd be okay with that. Mark Hall, WWE fans, oh my god, Gunther is so bloody. John Mox, what about me? Yeah, Moxley is, he gets a little bloody in his matches there. And yeah, Deadpool just died for no reason. What else is new? F Wolverine. That's a joke for Deadpool too. Ishmael, bye-bye Deadpool. Yeah, that was... After all that, fighting all those villains, Deadpool just... Bye! We got 4 minutes on him too. Well, it looks like there's a couple places I haven't been yet. Let's go there. Can I even go that? Nope, maybe not. I definitely cannot go that way. Well, that was fun. Where are we going? Should I just extract back to Valhalla? I could just portal there, I guess, right? I don't know what we're doing. Deadpool. Who died?
Now that the Bifrost Bridge is open and the gods have been freed in Asgard, we can turn our attention to locating Odin. The last we heard, Odin was heading toward Niflheim to battle the frost giants.
Could something have happened to him?
I doubt he's in trouble. But just to be sure, your next mission is to go to Niflheim to see if Odin needs help. For more information on helping Odin, talk to Lady Sif. If you want to leave right now, take the well to Niflheim.
Alright, well, let's save that up. I might do a couple of the individual missions again, because it is 1 a.m. I mean, I don't have anything crazy to do until a little bit later tomorrow, but I still should have somewhat of a good sleep habit. But I'll still stick around for a little bit and play a couple more missions. Mark Hall, WWE using more blood, AEW using more blood. Well, WWE's going no ratings soon with the deal on Netflix, right? January 1st, so it'll be interesting to see what happens there because there's no language barriers and I don't think there's really any content warnings. So it'll be interesting to see the tone WWE has with that deal on Netflix coming through. Bond, Ric Flair will always be the best at bleeding. He just smacks his forehead and just like that it's gushing. Yeah, that'll do it when you know, spend most of your career bleeding for fun reasons, I guess. Quest Introspection. I love the names it has. That artwork. It is cool that you can just load it like that. I love looking at these comics too. So cool. Well, there's the stats, okay. So yeah, I did miss stuff. It's crazy, like you... Okay. So I'm on Act 3 right now. Okay, yeah, so... Getting relatively close, I guess. Training Shrine. What is your favorite big man in WWE right now? This guy, Obafemi, looked like a monster. He reminds me of Umaga. Well, I mean... and right now... I don't know. Obafemi is great. I saw him at NXT Heatwave in Toronto, and he is a very large person. Not Image Umaga. Yeah, I knew what you meant. Don't worry. Well, your second message came through there too, so luckily that helped out. Should we try the Black Panther one? Or no, we've been on a Deadpool kick, so defeat Dark. Let's do the Deadpool one. Cool.
The day my father Odin banished me from Asgard, I was bitten by a vampire and had radioactive waste dumped into my eyes. To make matters worse, my mutant ability to control weather activated just as I was hit by a blast of gamma radiation. Nah, actually I got this way by volunteering for the Weapon X program. They promised to cure my cancer, and they cured it all right, by giving me an outrageous healing factor. Then they labeled me psychotic and tossed me into a prison lab. So, I escaped and became what some people might call a mercenary. I prefer the title cleaner of the gene pool. And I've made a lot of good friends along the way. Like Arcade! He's always sending me to his amusement park.
Hello, Deadpool! Ready for a fun-filled day in Murder World?
Yep, I've got my sunscreen on and I've taken my motion sickness pills, so bring on the rides.
Oh, I don't think you understand. You're going to die here.
I know. Carnivals always slay me.
No, you are going to physically die. As in, stop breathing. You will cease to exist.
Right. So do you have bumper cars here?
Mark, Ric Flair locks in figure 4 leg lock. Rick starts taping ref. I don't care. Yeah, pretty much. Defeat Dark Spider-Man. Alright. These clowns make crazy noises. Look, oh, he's still down from that. That's funny. See, the ultimate has the health regen. Maybe I should... But this one just looks so cool. Oh, I do have a point. I can use it on the teleport party. Which, I mean, I may as well for now, right? Gear. 20 XP on him, wow. Grab moves do 50. Yeah, let's use that one for now. Ow.
Would be alright, Todd.
Bruh.
Needs help.
Ow. Oh, that was easy, thanks. Deadpool's fully rested. Somebody take a picture. This grab moves, 50% damage definitely helps. Attaboy Deadpool. How's everybody doing? Sorry. These missions get pretty tough. So I kind of hit the zone. Deadpool. It's like the plot of Deadpool and Wolverine, the Deadpool plot.
You are officially a loser.
Ow. Ting ting. Gotcha. Deadpool.
Somebody take a picture! I need help!
See? I keep dying. I'm sorry, y'all. These missions are hard. Alright, I will run around and talk to everybody, and then... Because after, I guess like you just gotta be the absolute highest level, because those get tough. I thought I was doing good, but... Oh, that's how you get to Asgard. Deadpool's back.
I would warn you to be careful in Niflheim. It is a land of great magic and unusual creatures.
It's good to know. What kind of creatures are in Niflheim?
It is populated mostly by frost giants. But you might also meet up with Vola.
Who's that?
She is a prophetess who is quite adept at predicting the future.
What's so special about Niflheim?
Apparently, it is a land of great magic. Most notably, Raven Spire. The towering peak is a focal point of Asgardian powers.
Would Doom like it?
It could be. Rumor has it a sorcerer of his powers could perform some incredible magic there.
Thanks, Natasha.
It was my pleasure.
Fury.
It's good to see you.
So, Asgard safe now?
Thanks to your having freed the gods, the situation is slowly coming under control.
And opening the Bifrost helped?
Most definitely. There were quite a few gods who had been on Earth that were able to return through Bifrost and help in the battle to retake Asgard.
Could Doom be after Odin?
Only a madman would attempt something like that. Odin's the single most powerful god in Asgard.
But why else would Doom and the Masters of Evil be here?
While I appreciate your guessing at Doom's motives, I have top men looking into that right now. All this idle speculation is gaining us nothing.
Sorry.
It was no problem.
Mark, gotta love bumper cars. Yeah, the bumper cars are fun to drive in Murder World, but those missions are hard, man. I don't know why they're, like, I don't know if they get harder with the higher level you get or something, but I've struggled on a lot of them. And I think there's a trophy to, like, get gold on all of them, which that's gonna be difficult to do, but I'll do my best.
Yes.
Let's do Cyclops talking.
Greetings, and welcome back. How may I be of assistance?
Hello, Vision. Who are currently the leaders of the Masters of Evil?
Dr. Doom is the head of the group. but his lieutenants are Ultron, Baron Mordo, and Enchantress.
When did Loki join?
Only very recently, since the attack on the helicarrier. I believe we will soon find out his ultimate reason for taking up with them.
Who's Enchantress? I think there's a guy named Ishmael who might have a crush on her.
She is a goddess of the Asgard realm, who is considered to be quite powerful. Her primary magic deals with mind control by means of seduction.
Seduction?
Yes. It is said one kiss from her will turn a man into her servant. That may explain why her henchman, the Executioner, follows her every whim.
And who's Ultron?
He is a mechanical being who's convinced that all biological forms of life are inferior. He was originally created by Hank Pym to be his assistant.
What changed Ultron?
Ultron was built to learn and adapt. Unfortunately, he became fully sentient and rebelled against Dr. Pym. As a part of his evil schemes, he created me.
Ultron created you?
Yes. I am a synthezoid created by Ultron to be one of his followers. My body was based on the original robotic Human Torch, while my mind is patterned after Wonder Man.
So why aren't you working for Ultron now?
I was able to see the error of Ultron's philosophy and decided it was incorrect. It was then I joined the Avengers.
Thanks, Vision.
Feel free to return if you require additional information.
Got him.
Thor, it does my heart good to see you back amongst the gods.
I'm actually Cyclops, but thank you.
Hermod, my friend, I am pleased you did not fall in the attack on Asgard.
Aye, but I bring bad news from the Bifrost Bridge. The wrecking crew has closed the gates to Midgard, stopping any reinforcements from joining us.
Didn't we fix this?
Worry no longer, Hermod. We shall go to Bifrost and reopen the gates.
Certainly.
Oh, you can summon him there. Okay. I forgot about that. We saw that earlier. Do you think there's anyone we can talk to in the hall? Oh, Dr. Pym.
Hello. Is there something I can do for you?
Mark, am I the only one awake? I'm not sure, buddy. It says there's a few people watching right now, but hello if you are watching, if you're lurking, if you're commenting, whatever. Thanks for stopping by. Hi, Dr. Pym. Is there anything special about Niflheim?
Raven's Spire is located there, and that's supposed to possess some very strange mystical powers. It's also rumored to be the place where Odin hid the Destroyer armor.
What is the Destroyer armor?
It's an enchanted armor created by Odin that's supposed to activate at Ragnarok. The truly unique thing about this is, you don't wear it. You project your consciousness into it.
Mr. Braga, asking the real question. Why is Thor crying? Good to see you, buddy. What's going on? How does that work?
When a person comes in contact with the Destroyer, his mind leaves his body and enters the armor. The person's body then becomes motionless.
Can the Destroyer be defeated?
No one's even damaged it, and a lot of very powerful people have tried.
So how can it be beaten?
Usually the wearer's body has to be found, or somehow the person has to be tricked into leaving the armor.
Thanks, Hank.
Hey, anytime.
Wasn't there something Weasel wanted from him? Isn't that in the hall of... That's the Bifrost Bridge. Oh, hello. Yeah, it's just at the tail end, Brian. I'm just doing the rounds, doing the conversations, and then I'll probably call it a night there, and I'll probably get some in tomorrow, though.
Well done. You have...
Yeah, well, you've mentioned that already, but thank you. Mark, not gonna lie, Cyclops is kind of a rip-off of RoboCop. I don't know which character was created first, to be honest. I love RoboCop, though. That was a game I played earlier, at the end of last year. RoboCop Rogue City. Absolutely loved that game. Bond. I would still like to know, why is Gamora?
And to think I died
the questions that are still waging on in Marvel.
Talk about a mind blower. How could Nick have kept that information from us? How could he not tell us he suspected what Doom's plans were all along?
Did he tell us that? What's with you and Johnny?
We may take shots at each other, but it's all in fun. Johnny's a good kid, even if he is like a little yipping poodle most of the time.
But there are times when it seems like you two hate each other.
Nah, you got it all wrong. I love the little darling. I only get the urge to clobber him once in a while.
Thanks, Ben.
No problem.
Ryan, I'll be thinking of streaming tomorrow too. Get some post-game Final Fantasy 14 going. Post-game of what, Ryan? And yeah, please do. I would love to pop in your stream. I end up streaming at night usually. I've tried streaming throughout the day, but for some reason I seem to end up at night.
Your friend Weasel continues to stare at me.
Are you interested in Weasel?
Interested. Romantically? Please. I just ate.
I believe he has a crush on you, Valkyrie.
This is absurd. How could a toad like that even think he is worthy of the affections of the great Valkyrie?
Do you only gather fallen warriors from Asgard?
In years gone by, I was able to gather warriors from Earth. But I was recently told we were no longer allowed to do that.
Why?
It was by order of Odin. An order I do not agree with. But it is not my place to argue with the mightiest of the gods.
So why don't you go over and maybe meet Weasel?
I assume you are joking. I would sooner stick both hands in the mouth of Fenris as talk to that pasty-faced human.
Harsh. You might like him once you get to know him.
Nay, I say to you, he smells of greasy food and breathes through his mouth.
Okay, thanks.
I bid thee good day, human.
Mr. Braga, A Realm Reborn, the main story of the game. I beat it like a week ago, which probably drained me. That's fair, buddy. That's it. Again, I know nothing about streaming. You've been doing it way longer than I have. But streaming, I think, should always be fun. It should be a game you want to play, and it should be fun. If you have 0 viewers, if you have 100,000 viewers, right? I feel like it should always just be something that you want to do and have fun with. Marco, that's gotta be Cyclops. You mean, that's gotta be Kane! That's gotta be Cyclops!
So, are you ready for Niflheim? From what I've heard, it's quite an amazing place.
What have you heard about it?
There's a mountain there known as Raven's Spire. It's supposed to be some sort of special zone where very powerful magic can be performed.
Why is it so special?
It's a focal point of Asgardian magic. An average sorcerer could become very, very powerful while at the top of the mountain.
How's things back home?
I think everyone's about ready for Weasel to leave.
What do you mean?
Colossus came back late last night after a week-long trip to Russia. He found Weasel in the kitchen and wound up putting him through a wall. Karma managed to get between them and explain who Weasel was.
Thanks, Storm.
Come back anytime, my friend.
Hi.
Hello, Sue. That's a way to start a conversation, Cyclops. Don't you have a son named Franklin?
Yes. When I was pregnant with him, I stepped down from active duty, and Crystal took my place in the Fantastic Four.
Who's Crystal?
She's one of the Inhumans. While Crystal was a member of the team, she was Johnny's girlfriend. But as things tend to go with my brother, it wasn't a long-lasting relationship.
Who are the Inhumans?
They were the results of the Kree having experimented on humans during our Stone Age. Their goal was to build an army of super soldiers to aid in the war against the Skrull. The Kree did succeed in creating humans with supernatural abilities, but they abandoned the experiment. And the Inhumans are the result.
Thanks, Sue.
It was my pleasure.
Hey, could you, go talk to Valkyrie and, you know, see if she's interested in getting to know me a little better?
Bond, did you like the Inhumans show? I liked it for what it was. It could have been better, don't get me wrong. Anson Mount as Black Bolt, I thought did a really good job, and I was really glad that he showed back up in Multiverse of Madness. But yeah, like it left a lot to be desired, right? Inhumans went through a lot because initially Marvel announced it as a movie, and then it got shifted to like a series, and then it went through a bunch of different networks, and then it eventually got picked up by like ABC, I think, and then they shortened. It was supposed to be like 20 episodes, and they shortened it to like 15, which got shortened again to 10, and it had a lot of trouble going through the ringer. So I'm glad Anson Mount got to come back as Black Bolt the way he wanted to. You think she's interested in you?
Oh, please. If there's one thing I know, it's women. I've got like a sixth sense, and I'm thinking Valkyrie's got her eye on me.
DJ Miller was meant to play this character, I guess. How are things back at home at the X-Mansion?
I've had enough of the place. Now that I'm done with this job, I'm splitting.
Where will you go?
Like I tell you, then Fury'd find out and he'd throw me in prison. Once things have cooled down, I'll contact you for my pay.
Always a pleasure, Weasel.
Don't I know it?
Mark, I'm happy to be back. Happy you're back too, pal. Thanks for hanging out. It's a fun time. Bond, yeah, they released the first episode in theaters. That's right. I kind of forgot about that, to be honest. Yeah, I liked it. I've actually thought about rewatching it because I watched it when it was on TV, and I've never gone back. I've also been thinking about rewatching Moon Knight because I really, really like that show, and I would like to just kind of get it going again. How come Mr. Fantastic and Human Torch aren't in here? And I forget the actress's name, but who plays Medusa, but I like her. She's also really good in Reacher.
The password you gave me into Black Widow's account was perfect. I got all the info I need to prove she's a traitor.
What did you find out?
Well, sweet little Black Widow has traveled to Latveria several times in the last few weeks. And get this, a large amount of cash was recently wired to her account. Now Fury's gotta believe she's working for Dr. Doom.
Interesting. Let's go talk to Fury.
All right, I'm here. What was so important that we couldn't discuss it outside?
Where is he?
Colonel Fury, we think Black Widow might be a spy for Dr. Doom.
We found a laptop that belonged to Black Widow back on the helicarrier. It held detailed security information on a SHIELD think tank known as the Imperium.
We also discovered that large amounts of money have been transferred to her bank account, and she has recently made trips to Latveria.
Why are you spying on my personnel when you should be focusing on the Masters of Evil?
What's wrong with you, Fury?
Yeah.
Didn't you hear a word they said? The Black Widow's selling the Imperium to Doom.
You've got it all wrong. Doom broke into the Imperium a month ago and stole some very top-secret plans. Black Widow had that laptop because she'd been given the job of upgrading the security there.
But what about the money and the trips to Latveria?
I had sent her to Latveria in hopes of bribing one of Doom's people to get back a particular plan he stole.
What is so important about this particular plan, Colonel?
It's called Operation All-Father. It was developed in case the Asgardians ever became a threat to us. It dealt with stealing Odin's power by using the Twilight Sword.
So that's what Doom's been up to. He's out to become the most powerful god in Asgard. And you knew all along.
So the Thing knew about that and spilled the beans by accident first.
I was never completely sure.
Well, I think you can be now. I only hope we didn't find out too late.
Agreed. We had best get to Niflheim quickly and save Odin before Doom is able to complete his scheme.
Well.
I need more drink.
There's her. Alright, let's do the rounds in Asgard quick. Mark, you were struggling to answer the WWE questions. I was, buddy. You were hitting me hard with them. It was fun. I might try doing a WWE stream like once a week or something, and just do some matches throughout the week because that was really, really fun. Just talking to wrestling fans about wrestling. Oh, Lady Sif. I got to be Thor, right?
Greetings, human.
It's me, Thor. Hello, Sif.
I would ask that you travel to Niflheim to see how Odin fares. We have not heard from him in quite some time.
Could he be in danger?
Odin in danger?
That was Cyclops, sorry.
Very doubtful. But he could require assistance.
God of Thunder. God of Thunder. What is Odin doing in Niflheim?
He has gone there to quell an army of frost giants who seek to take full control of that land.
Does Father have any special weapons to help him?
Yes, he has taken Gungnir, the Spear of Heaven. It is golden, has 3 prongs, and is made of Uru, the metal Thor's hammer is made of.
You don't need to speak of me in third person. I stand before you. Remind me who the frost giants are.
They are huge creatures native to the frozen land of Niflheim. For eons, they have been the enemy of the Asgardian gods.
And what are they like?
Though simple-minded, frost giants are cunning and violent. They are also extremely strong, and are a match for almost any god. The strongest of them is their leader, Ymir.
Remind me who Ymir is.
He is one of the oldest creatures in all of Asgard, and the very first frost giant. Being the first, he differs from his followers.
In what way?
He is covered in frost, and is able to generate intense cold. Ymir is also incredibly strong.
Thank you, Sif.
It was my pleasure.
Happy you enjoyed the WWE questions. I did, bud. They were fun. Oh yeah, how was SummerSlam? Brian asks. And Mark Hall, I saw your message. You said good. It was good. SummerSlam was really, really good. Roman Reigns returned. That's why I have my Roman autograph up. I know it's hard to see with the light and stuff, but I need to get a ring light and I need to get a green screen. I'm new to the streaming thing. I'm so sorry. Thank you for being here. Regardless, though, it's been a blast. SummerSlam was great. I assume you don't have the WWE Network or anything, Brian? Because it still exists through Sportsnet, but that's the way to Niflheim. Okay, don't want to do that just yet. Take the long way around. Bond, you could also do some WWE streams where you have matches with creations of Marvel and DC characters, bring all the fandoms together. That's true, I could. I've always seen those on community creations and stuff. I've always been more of I like wrestlers in my wrestling game. I know that it's weird, but I like to stick. I like creating and like downloading wrestlers that I want to be in the game and having their movesets to be recreated correctly and everything. I love that stuff. But that is a good point. I could have a celebrity Royal Rumble. That's also the way to Niflheim. Okay. Wait, that's where I just... What? Okay, well, let's save that there. I rewatched the live stream you did last night. Oh, that's cool, Mark. Thanks, man. It was just... There was no rhyme or reason to it. It was just kind of for fun there. But I'm glad you enjoyed it. And like I said, yeah, it's, I think, I'm not sure if you subscribed, but, yeah, like I said, hang out. It's primarily going to be, like, superhero games, because those are the ones that I play a lot, but I do enjoy streaming some WWE, some WWE games, because I've always had fun with them, so, yeah, stick around, and hopefully we can keep... You did sub. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. But yeah, I would love to keep playing, but it's 1:45 here, and I stayed up much later than I meant to. That is my bad. But this has been an absolute blast. Like, I know I keep saying it, but like, this is a ton of fun, and it's given me something to look forward to each night. And yeah, like I have my trip to Chicago coming up this weekend, but I'm gonna try and run through more of Ultimate Alliance, especially for you, Jake. I don't know if you're gonna see this, but I'm trying to get Ultimate Alliance done before I go to Chicago, but even if I don't, even if I do, either way, really, when I get back, I would like to stream Ultimate Alliance too, because, as I said, this has been a ton of fun, so thanks to the friends that have been hanging out, Bond, Brian, Ben, everyone who's been in here, Jake, I'm blanking on Ishmael, Ryan, Justin, God, who else was in here? Just so many people have come through. And yeah, it's been an absolute blast, and I want to keep doing this. So talk to you guys tomorrow, hopefully. Love you all. Be safe, and talk soon. Avengers Assemble.